Right, welcome to the session 8 of Friday Night Fights. We'll do a quick recap in a moment. I'll introduce the players for tonight. So we've got Jeff, who's playing Lobo, Tarif, who's playing Widow, Dave playing Kingsman, Lauren playing Noella, Josh playing Maylor, and our guest for tonight is Ross, who will be playing a character yet to be introduced to the team. We're missing Sarah, who plays Agatha this evening, and Pete, who plays Axel. So Josh is going to run Agatha, and Jeff will run Axel.
Into the ground.
And get your own back for 2 sessions.
Yep.
We will be having a live vote tonight. That live vote will be to decide what happens for next session. So effectively, where will the party head to in next session? So you can link off to the strawpoll.me, is it? In the Twitch channel?
I'll say yes. If you log into the Twitch channel, you can find, it's only going to be live during this session, but yes, where is it? Strawpoll.me.
Yeah, so there is a link in the chat channel, I can see it on my phone. So if you head over there and vote A or B, we'll be opening the envelope at the end of the session and revealing where the party will be heading to next. Okay, so tonight Jeff is going to be doing our recap for the episode.
Last time I'm not going to start from the beginning, because I think some people were doing that last time, aren't they? Like right back at the beginning. So I'm not going to go that far back.
On a starry night in ancient Greece.
Exactly. I'm not going to go that far back. So we met a gnome. He promised if we picked his crystals up from inside the cave, he would make Kingsman a new leg because he lost a leg in the crash. And we descended into the caves. Maylor and Axel decided that they would have a competition of wits of who knew more about mining than the other. I think Axel thinks he won, but Maylor might have won. I don't know. I don't really know about that. Then we walked around the caves a bit, exploring. Didn't really find very much until we found some Khyber crystals in one cave. We completely failed at getting them out of the wall. And again, Maylor and Axel argued a bit. And then we found some more around the corner of the same cave, I think it was, or in the next cave, and managed to get one out, which Maylor snafu'd away for his own personal stash, I believe. And then while we were doing that, we bumped into a remoraz, which is like a giant cockroachy thing. And we proceeded to beat on it majorly. Managed to kill it because it was a juvenile. Then we heard noises, didn't we, I think? Jump in if you want, guys, jump in. You know, you've all got better memories than me. And
you're doing so well.
We eventually worked out that there were some fishy people because... Lauren, I forget your character's name, I do apologise. Noella turned into a spider, went through a hole into another cave, and in that cave were some half fishy people. And then we went round again, back into that cave where they were, proceeded to beat them up for no apparent reason, because they were just minding their own business, clearing out a passage.
Well, I hate them because of my...
Oh, that's right, yeah. They don't like elves and elves don't like them. That's the reason. It's good enough reason. Prejudiced. It's always a good reason to get in a fight, isn't it? Let's face it. And then we went down a corridor that was partially flooded up to the ankles, and we went into a really bright room with lots of columns and got ambushed by more fishy people. And a big fishy person with 4 arms jumped out of I think he jumped out of the pool, didn't he? Or was he just at the end of the room?
He was hiding behind the pulpit.
He was, yeah. So he did a jump scare on us.
It was a temple.
Yeah, he jump scared us and then attacked us, and we killed him. Sarah got the killing blow on that one. She managed to throw a spear round the column and get him, which was quite clever. And then we stumbled upon a puzzle that was at the shimmering blue gate that was at the end of the room. sort of like Stargate, TM sort of thing. And we've spent the last 2 weeks trying to figure out the puzzle, and I think we've all failed, which is good.
Yeah, still have no idea.
And
then Widow isn't dead, which we thought he was.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, but he came
and
back right at the beginning of the episode, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we wanted to recap him coming back to.
I think he hit me again, so I wasn't going to bring him up. And we found the gnome's gear, didn't we? We found a bag full of crystals and stuff, and we took them back to him quickly. And and we rolled treasure, and that's where we left it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it deserves a round of applause.
Oh, that was awful. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I'm surprised I remembered any of that.
So, Dave, you got some announcements?
Yes, we do. I'm just waiting for the iPad to load. There we go. Just to say a quick thank you to, and look over here. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the camera. Hello. Quick thank you to Danny and the guys at Initiative Order. They've helped us set up some of the cameras and bits and pieces, and it's been fantastic. Thank you very much. A big thank you to Dakota Irish, who has done some 3D printed tokens for us to use. They're markers, as you've seen on things like Critical Role. So we've got those in play in session as well. I think we've got some grey ones down there, different printer. We have a live vote. We mentioned this earlier. We've got a live vote. There's a link in the chat channel. This determines where we go next after today's session. So vote A or B. We have no idea what's inside. Once again, we have a live studio audience. If that was anything to, I'm not sure. They bought beer, none for us, but we're
that's probably for the best. We're rowdy enough anyway.
Which also gets us ready, because if you didn't know, if you guys didn't know, is we will be at the Horth Theatre on stage October, November, some point in time, I don't know. So this will help with nerves and all that stuff.
Who's nervous?
Well, I don't know. Not me.
Mm.
You can also find our older campaigns on YouTube. Not at YouTube, on YouTube. Just do a search for Band of Badgers, and if you can help, we need, what do we need? We need 100 subscribers to get to the next level. If you can help with that, that'd be fantastic. And if you're already watching this live, we are on twitch.tv/D&D Badgers. And here we need 10 people in the chat channel. If you can just say hi, that'd be fine. We might reply. If you have a question for the players, put in the question. If you have a question for the campaign or to the DM, feel free to put that question to us. If you would like to join us on our next session, it is in 2 weeks' time. Again, just let us know if you're interested. That's about it. I think that's all. Any other business?
No,
Josh?
not today.
No, okay. We'll get on with it now then.
And Pete says Axel was correct.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll just leave that argument there.
Is Pete on?
Yes, he is.
Is he on WhatsApp or Twitch?
Twitch.
Oh, good.
One card there.
Right, okay, so you return to the Maker, who is very pleased with the return of his blue Khyber crystal. However, he hasn't yet finished manufacturing your lost limb, Kingsman. It's going to take him 2 days, so we have 2 days of downtime. If, for the sake of the fact that we've got a guest player who hasn't yet been introduced, and a couple of people sat in the audience, will accelerate this, and if anybody has anything they wish to do during that 2 days worth of downtime, we can do it separately, just to move things along. So just let me know and we'll sort that out individually, and we can do it off camera. Okay. So where we left the campaign from an adventuring point of view last time was the riddle, so we still have that to solve. Dave, at the end of the 2 days, Kingsman receives his brand new shiny leg, and because I've been playing around with D&D Beyond, I have actually built the item on D&D Beyond. So if you'd like to go to your equipment and equip an item called One Previous Owner, it
Second-hand leg.
it will change your abilities somewhat. So you need to
Second
lose
foot leg.
however you applied the -1 dexterity.
Yeah.
You need to remove that. That's now gone, and then the item will add on the bonuses that have been set to it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and Lauren, you've got the Hag's Eye.
Yes, I do.
If you want to do the same thing on D&D Beyond for the Hag's Eye, it will grant you dark vision. So I figured out how to do it. So it's a learning experience for me. Right, if you want to switch the map over, we can say that we return to the portal room where we left off at the end of last session. So if you'd like to put your minis on, I have procured for you some moving sticks.
Oh,
For
here.
those of
Did
you
the
that can't
Stargate work?
reach.
Yeah, it broke down.
Yes.
It's not activated.
And yes, the portal
Makes
is not
sense.
activated.
Because we haven't figured out the riddle yet.
So for the
Do you want it
viewers,
like that? Do you want it like that?
yeah,
It's not
fine.
spinning.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
You can make it spin when I activate it.
We got
So for the sake of the viewers, can you read out what the riddle actually says, please, Josh?
So the riddle says, as in life, I am in light. As in death, I am in darkness. As in passion, I was in pain. But in joy, I was never insane. What is my name? That is the riddle.
Okay. So in front of you, set into the floor, and as I explained last time, when you approach the portal, the phrase on the wall glowed in blue light, each word in turn, and the letters that were set into the floor below the waterline raised up, so the water was no longer covering the letters. And that is what is before you at the moment. The portal is not active, and this floor with the letters on is preventing your forward progress. So what do you want to do?
So probably announce that we did some backstage work and figuring out the riddle, and we worked out that some of the letters in the first part were in the second half, and the letters that we got were ILEPIDANA, and we have to obviously work out that those letters combine to make a word of those letters. And we also learnt that possibly we need to start from the bottom and work our way up to finish at the end.
So you correctly figured out that the two letters in life, LI, appear also in light, and darkness and death. So the corresponding letters are the ones that you needed to find. There are 9 letters in total, and you need to spell out the word across the grid to move safely between point A and the portal.
Okay. So we have found 5 combinations that we can try, and as I'm playing as Agatha's character, who had discovered one of them, I want to use her character to do the combination.
So if she does, it's okay.
You better hope she's not watching.
It's an early sacrifice this week.
It's needed.
I don't know if that's going to aim properly, but we'll give that a try.
So I don't see her character on the board, but
No, so I'll get a mini for you.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of interest, Steve, is there any sort of if someone was to do like history or something, could they work out what the name was? Because it was a name, wasn't it?
It is a name, but there's no clues present other than what's been presented in the text. So a history check wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Other skill checks of a more physical nature may reveal that certain letters may have been trod on, for example.
Investigations.
I have a high investigation as Maylor. So
I do not, so I'm going to let you do it. Oh, what does
Yeah.
Pete have? What does Axel have?
But he
Yes,
must.
he's
Axel will
high.
do
oh yeah, I think
investigation.
Gotta
Axel
be.
is the high investigation.
He's a sneaky guy.
Yeah, he has a high investigation.
Right, he's going to investigate the letters
Okay.
for disturbances.
Any letters in particular?
Yeah, the letters that we've got
Okay. So
in. There's no way you could tell.
Probably
An order.
The first letter that's probably been trodden on the most is probably the one that we need to start from, because we have a combination of sorts of letters that will then lead us when to go next of the combinations. So
I'm just thinking though, if you always have to put in the same letters,
Yeah,
they're all
we-
going to
we
have the
shouldn't.
same amount of wear.
You just look for the amount of wear in the 7 letters. Or...
Yeah. Okay. But you've got 2 E's there.
Yes,
and only
yes.
1 E. So
Yeah, okay.
by investigation, it would at least tell you which letter E had
Yep.
wear on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He's going to see
So-
if he can see where there's doubles.
Yeah.
He's going to see if he can tell which ones have actually been stepped on and which ones haven't.
Right. So which letter are you doing first? Because I'm making
Just-
you roll once for each letter.
What's the letters on the first row there? Josh?
E.
Just E.
Just 2 E's, yeah.
Yeah. So he just checks the E's, and it's 11 on the dice.
Okay. So out of the 2 E's, that E has been trod on.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
We got something we can put on there as a marker, or
Do you want some
Dice.
dice?
Dice, yeah.
oh, yeah, actually default. Yeah.
And the A's on the second row.
What on the second one?
A's on the second row.
Just A.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
it's 2 A's
there's
again.
2 A's and 2
Okay.
E's.
Yeah. Cool. That's rubbish.
But can I assist you in your role?
I don't
My
know.
investigation.
I don't know. Can you?
Are you pretending to be Axel for this?
Yeah, I don't know. From the last time we were down here, I don't really trust your judgment. But you know.
Well, I don't really want to help you because I've got.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, so.
Yeah.
So the second one's a rubbish 7 on the dice there, Steve.
Which A are you checking?
Checking this one first.
Okay. You
Oh,
think
actually,
that,
it's rolls for
that
both,
may
isn't it?
have been trod on, but it's difficult to see from the front. If you want to step forwards,
Oh, I'll
And
step onto the... Axel will step onto the E that he thinks has already been stepped on.
okay, he steps onto it, and there is nothing that happens. Other than the letter depresses slightly and glows blue.
And the A, can I see it better now?
The A where?
The A next to the... Oh,
No,
no, I can't really see that, can I?
No,
No.
you have to be a lot clocer.
So there's no other letters on the second row?
no. What Josh is saying is there's no double letters on
Yeah.
the second row.
Oh, right, okay.
Other
It
than-
doesn't mean that you can't check the other letters to see if they've been trod on. 'Cause
Yeah.
you have.
No, that's cool.
Other
So
letters in the
what out of the letters around me have you got next?
Um,
Because that makes more sense, doesn't it?
so you've started on E, so you could try P.
Is that the next...
There's P or L as one of
Oh,
the
okay. Well, I'll
combinations.
check the L and I'll check the P.
Okay. So the L first. Check.
Yep, 11 again.
Okay. The L has been trod on.
Then I'll step on that.
Okay. It depresses. The light glows red,
Oh, damage.
and Axel takes 6 points of electricity.
Oh, I'm so sorry, P.
So just for you here.
So do you reckon
we've
it
got two
was
players
the
who aren't
P
here.
next? Do you
So we're
reckon?
just gonna-
I think it's a P,
Okay.
which then goes on to
We'll
my
do
next.
6s for failures.
Yeah, got it.
It's still a letter in it though, isn't it? So
But
it's
it-
probably E P L or something, or
It is EPI.
E P I. Okay, right. I'll check the P.
Okay.
19.
The P has been trod on.
Right, and it will step onto the P.
Okay.
I
So
bet every single one of these.
the step depresses and glows blue.
Yay.
So what have we got left?
You need to go, I think, to I,
Okay.
which is
I?
down. One down.
I'll check.
Oh, check the one
check
down.
both of them. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
row.
It's just one roll for both, isn't it? I think.
No,
You're doing one roll for
Yeah.
each. Okay, right. That's cool. 10 for the one next to me,
that has been stepped on.
and 4 for the one behind me.
You're not sure.
Right. So
There
I
are
think.
2 I's, sorry, not 2 E's. There's
Oh, all right, okay.
There's only 1 E and 2 I's and
Okay,
2
that's fine.
A's.
That's
So-
fine. So Axel's going to take a chance to step on the I.
Okay, it depresses and glows red,
Oh no.
and he takes. You're enjoying this, aren't you? 4 points of electricity.
God!
damage.
This isn't fair.
Does it reset afterwards in the sense that you
The
have to then
step
start?
rate, when you step off it, it goes back up again.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't sure if you had to start from E again and then
you
work
have to
up.
start from me again,
Yeah,
but
okay.
rather than
Yeah.
So yes, the whole thing
Mhm.
effectively blanks. You have to go back to the first letter, but
Okay.
because you know the sequence,
Yeah,
we won't
So-
go through that each time.
So we've got this one. We got this one.
yeah, and then bottom. So go
Are you-
south.
What? You
I.
sure?
Yeah.
That
I.
didn't look like it had been stepped on, but I did roll rubbish. So all right, I'll step back on that one.
It's what the eye down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it depresses and glows blue.
Are we following who did the list?
Me.
Are we going through your?
I already
list
know. I
of
already
systems?
know the one that we're going through at this
Right.
moment.
Okay. good.
So there's only one of them.
Oh, awesome. So the rest of it shouldn't damage Axel at all.
So
Right, what's the next letter then, Josh?
it is L, that you've previously trodden on, but it is part of the combination. So that's the L there.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
diagonally.
Did I check that before? I didn't, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did?
And
Oh,
somebody has trod on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll
it's-
step on that one.
But it's
Yeah.
the right order.
Okay. So the step depresses and the letter glows blue.
Yay.
Okay. What's next, Josh?
A. Top row.
Oh, A, I'll check that. Oh, God, 6.
It has been stepped on.
It's a bit obvious, is it? I'll step on it.
It depresses and glows blue.
I. So that's the one that you've stepped on before.
Oh, the one
already.
that went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Check. Oh, no, I checked it already, didn't I?
You do. Somebody
Yeah.
has stepped on it
Yeah,
previously.
so I'll try that one.
Okay. It depresses and glows blue.
D. Which is
Check it.
bottom row.
10.
D.
Somebody has stepped on it previously.
Step on it.
Yep.
Pete, you're
It
doing
depresses-
awesome.
It depresses and glows blue.
A. Which is
Which is only
north.
one off I can step on, isn't it?
North, yeah. North A.
Yeah. Check it. Oh, God, 3. I'm not even sure there's a letter on that one.
You don't know that anybody stepped on
Yeah,
this letter.
I'll step on it anyway.
Yeah. It depresses and glows blue.
Yay.
And then the last letter is N, but diagonally left,
You reckon?
I think.
I'll check them both anyway.
Yeah.
A 2.
Which one?
The one directly in front of me.
You're not sure if anybody stepped on that before.
11.
Somebody has stepped on that one before.
So I'll step on that one.
It depresses, glows blue. The portal activates.
Yeah.
Well done, Pete!
Nice.
And you only took 12 points of damage.
I'm gonna reset the.
And we've suddenly appeared in the map.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so let us sink away, and the portal now becomes active, and you can step through.
It's Purdy.
Awesome. Well, do one by one or
Oh, that depends. Where on the next map that's going to come up, where are we? Because we might as well stay
Probably
there.
down
oh yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
You got
But
to get
it's
used
fun.
to moving them
It's
up
fun.
and down the map. I bought you your pointy sticks.
Yeah.
You got no excuse.
Yeah, come on, Tariff. Stop making a big deal out of it.
There's no point.
Right.
Sorry,
That-
let's
Get them out of the way.
make them fun, shall we? Let's just
Right.
what?
Chomp, chomp, chomp. You've only got to come back.
I know, but this is fun.
Okay.
There we go. In
I like the way that Kingsman's walking backwards.
Is it?
Moonwalking.
It's moonwalking all the way.
Can we say that?
Or is,
Why not?
is that copyright?
What's the portal look like in the centre?
Very much like Stargate, you mentioned.
Ripply water type effect.
Nice.
Which wasn't invented yet, so you
I
don't
jumped
know what
through it.
is, so.
Because
Okay.
previously wasn't the water coming out the portal?
The water is still coming out of the
Oh,
portal.
okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So it is still pouring.
And it's now flooded because it's been activated.
No, the flow hasn't got any worse.
Oh. Okay.
So you think it? If you want to make an arcane roll.
I will make an arcane roll. 9 plus... So 15.
Okay, so you think that the barrier on this side was just preventing something from going through from this direction, not stopping something from
Okay.
coming out from the other direction.
Mm.
Okay, so you now have done something to the portal that allows you to go through. That
Mm.
barrier no longer exists, but the water that's streaming out of it and flooding this room, and then into the next room that you discovered when you first fought the Sagwin, is still there. The flow's not increased. There's been
Okay.
no change in that.
Cool.
So if Lobo goes in first, I'll follow behind him.
Okay.
Jump in with my new leg.
Okay.
Yep, stealthily, dexterously.
No, just kind of and just jump in.
Okay, so is everybody else jumping through?
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'll follow.
Okay. Alright, so I want to move on to the next.
And
I think pointy stick is going to be needed again.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oops, hold on. There we go. Oh, well,
I've fallen over. Oh, is that me?
somebody's fallen
I
over.
think
It's
that's
not-
Agatha.
Oh,
No, it's
Agatha.
Agatha. She's been up my beer again.
Few too many hours.
that doesn't really work on there.
That's
No.
Is the water ankle deep still?
Okay, so as you step through the portal, you step into a room that is almost waist deep in water. And you can see the source of that water now. There's another portal on the other wall. So you don't see it on the map because the map doesn't allow any detail, but there is a portal at this end of the room. And it looks out onto a completely underwater scene, like the bottom of the ocean. You know, there's silt, turgid water, there's dark shapes, a suggestion of large moving creatures under the ocean through this pool. There is, at the moment, just in front of you, another character in a sort of defensive posture, crouched, almost ready, looking like he's prepared to attack or be attacked.
Does he look like the ones we've seen already?
No,
Ooh.
he is a
Okay.
half-elf, because we love half-elf debate club, and I thought I'd add to it.
Too many pointy ears.
That you can stick yourself right in the centre. And as he stood there in this sort of defensive posture, facing towards the portal, moving like an arrow-like through the water towards him is a what looks like an ice shark. And as you prepare yourselves to sort of get ready to attack, this wall of water jumps out of the pool that's gathered in this room and goes to attack the half-elf. So you are faced by one of these.
Ooh. Where do you want him, Steve? Left, right, centre?
Just in the centre there. Thank
Right.
you very much. And it is a water elemental for those of you in the know, but it's partially frozen, as is the rest of this room. Which is where the shark's head is coming from. So part of its body has been frozen into this shark's visage, and you recall that you took a shark token, shark emblem, off the Sagwin priestess in the last campaign. So this may be linked. Within the room itself, the portal appears to be flickering in and out of life, and every time it flickers into life, you get this huge surge of water coming into the room, and that's starting to build up. Obviously, the water is draining away through the portal you've just come through into the other room, but it's definitely getting deeper and deeper. So the terrain in this area is difficult terrain, which means everybody's speed is halved because it's waist deep water. And what's keeping the portal from springing completely open and flooding the room is a large piece of blue Khyber over on the left-hand side of the room as you look at it from this direction, so my right. It's glowing with an intense white light, and energy is arcing off of the Khyber crystal and grounding around various different parts of the room, but mainly seems to be attracted to this portal. So every time the Khyber crystal arcs off and the energy disperses, it's hitting the portal, and then the portal's shutting, and then it slowly grows back to life again and then closes. So it's like this almost battle of wills between these two magical devices going on. Okay, so we have a water elemental, and we roll initiative.
Yeah.
So if we spent 2 days, we back to...
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody gets the benefit of a long rest, so you're on full health. Everything is returned to normal. Okay, Lobo,
A dirty 20.
Swidow,
12.
Kingsman,
9.
Noella,
6.
Maylor,
15. And Agatha is 3.
there is 3. Axel,
I forgot about Axel. Axel's in the great tradition of Pete rolls a 1.
Still, he's not here.
Excellent. And Arctus.
20.
Okay, me first. Okay, so the water elemental flows through the water like a shark moving to attack. Going to attack Arctus, the half-elven character that's in front of you, rears out of the water and goes to make a whelm attack. So can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
That's not good. That's a 5.
Okay. That's 11 damage, please. So what you see is water elemental enter Arctus's space and effectively engulf Arctus in this form that's made entirely of water. So Arctus is now floating around, suspended in midair, and slammed.
Whoa.
Next up we have Lobo,
I am going to. Are the squares 10 feet or 5 feet?
5 feet.
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, which is half movement for me. 5, 10 feet. I think I can get him with my hook chain from there, Steve.
Okay, yep.
And I'm
What's your attack for me,
going
please?
to rage.
Yep. Are you going with a reckless attack?
Of course. I'm not sure there's any other kind.
2 legs.
And I shall.
Pole between them, and you can
14
with
plus 8
a piece of thread and
is
then slide it
a
along
lot
the
of
rail.
hitting.
You've seen? No, I'm just imagining it. There's
Should
potential
blap him
for
with the
this. You
blunt
measure
end
the
of the
size.
thing. A
It's
10.
A metal pole.
So he
and then
is
the camera
going
with your
to
finger. You
take
could have it actually, yeah.
17 damage.
17 damage. Okay, so you spin up your chain.
You have to find a welder.
Swing it around over your head, and you strike with the blunt end into the body of the elemental.
So I think
just glancing,
smashing is going to be better. I think.
yeah, glancing off the ice shark that forms the middle of his body. So
Ooh.
you chip some of the ice away.
And second attack.
Yep.
Oh yes, 17 plus 8.
Okay, you hit. Roll your damage, please.
That's not too bad.
He's a MacGyver.
Oh, 14. 14 damage.
Okay, so again you swing your chain on the backswing. You chip another healthy chunk off of the shark. You definitely did damage.
Cool. Who's next?
Next up is Arctus.
Any problems from being inside the water
You
elemental?
are currently grappled.
Cool. I will hex him,
Okay, that's
Um,
bonus action.
then Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Which presumably disadvantage.
Correct.
Mm, 14.
Is a hit. How much damage did you do? 17 and 16. Did you do 17 and 16?
Sorry.
Damage. It was 33 in total, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
5 damage from the
14
blast and
whatever
5 from the
first one
hex.
Okay, so you
17.
cast your hex spell. Inside it, a lot of energy blasts through your hand and burns part of the waterway, so he sort of boils off part of his body. You get 2 bolts, so you get a second attack.
Oh yeah. That's quite cool. It's
But only
bit
get
too
1
common.
hex damage, right?
Fall asleep during the.
I don't get one all the time.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. By 20. That's still 14.
Yeah.
9 from the blast and 4 from the hex.
Okie dokie. So again, you call forth magical energy in the form of a bolt of searing white light that bursts into his body
adverts.
and bowls off some of the water. Okay, next up is Maylor.
Are there any elevated positions that I could go to in this map at this moment in time?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes.
You've got
Sorry,
pillars.
there is. You can go. You can come this way towards the steps at a slightly higher elevation,
Okay.
but it's a long way for you to walk at half speed.
Yeah, but I do have a Misty Step as my second level spell.
Okay.
But I was only wondering if one of these pillars was somewhat high enough that I could actually go on top of the pillars.
They go all the way.
Yeah,
to
okay,
the
that's
ceiling.
fine. Then I won't do that. Am I close enough to cast any spells? I mean, how far am I at the moment? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 35, 40.
You can move 15 feet, so put you in range of nearly every spell.
Yeah. I will move 15 feet. And I will cast Frostbite.
Okay.
So that's a 14 saving throw, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Rolled 14 on the dice, so that's an 18 I passed.
Okay. So,
Swiddo.
Okay, 15.
Hey, that means you can't get close enough to accidentally hit me again.
Yeah. Well, I guess actually I could throw a hand axe and not do the bone. Forget the great sword for now.
Yep.
So I will throw a hand axe.
Okay, I think it'll be long range for you.
So 60. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh,
Yeah, short range is
Yeah.
20. Normal range is 20.
Okay, alright. I can't see with your 20 from here.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it's on the edge.
yeah.
25.
Mm.
Okay, so it's
DM's discretion.
I'll let you have it. Go on.
cool. 22.
That's a hit.
D6. 8. That's damage.
Okay, you throw your hand axe. It goes inside the body, but it looks like it did some damage.
Cool.
Maybe not as much as you were expecting. You do get a second attack.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting.
Throw another one.
Oh, from other hand axe save. Probably lose a bit. No, that actually 14.
That's a hit.
Cool. 8 again.
Okay, same effect. You throw your hand axe, it goes inside the body, splash. It does done damage, but maybe, like I say, not as much as you were expecting. Kingsman.
Where am I? I'm at the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. Jump. Can I jump up onto this kind of submerged pillar?
You can climb on there.
So
That would
jump
give
up,
you a bit of.
up onto there, and then it becomes.
Not going to start with spiritual hammer.
Oh yeah, well that was my second piece. I'll attack with we wet shite. Yeah, yes, yeah. And use guiding bolt
Okay.
to hit the elemental.
Okay. Roll to hit for me then, please.
No shit. That's 9.
No,
That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. So
Um,
you call forth the spell. You thrust your palm upwards. Call forth a guiding bolt of light, but unfortunately it arcs around the elemental, almost drawn towards the Khyber over on the left-hand side of the room.
Fine. Wring my hands dry while I'm there, rub them together, Doctor Strange style, and cast Spiritual Hammer.
Okay.
in front of him.
Okay.
So blocking in between him and the elf.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll to attack.
14.
Is a hit.
Okay. Okay. Right. So that appears. So that will block him, and that does 11.
Is a miss.
No, 11 damage.
Sorry.
The giant floating hammer smacks your water elemental.
Yes, it does. And does damage. Noella.
I'd like to move forward 15 feet.
Yep.
And use produce flame.
Okay.
So, 10 plus 6, 16 hit.
Alright, so what does produce flame do for me? Please?
It does 2d8 damage.
What with a roll to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you hit?
So I've got 16 to hit.
Okay, yep. Roll your damage.
That is a 6 plus 4, so 10 damage.
Okay, so you call forth your flame. Hand is almost engulfed in fire, and you then shoot forward in this beam. It hits the elemental, and parts of it start to boil away, but eventually the mass of it overcomes the flame, and it does no damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Next up is Agatha and Axel for me, please.
Okay, so I want to move Agatha up. Do you say we are at disadvantage for moving?
Your half movement.
Okay, so half of 25 is about
Is
10.
10.
but
You get 10 and then 15 and then 10 and then 15
Okay.
consecutive
You
rolls.
could get on the same pillar as me.
Pound.
Yeah, I'll do that. Basically, I'll go there, and I will cast Bless with Agatha, and I will bless. I think I can bless Lobo,
You do 3.
Squiddo,
this Lobo.
and Kingsman.
Bless.
okay, so for the ones that are card tokens, if you want to put them on them, then
Okay.
you can put the condition markers on the
Right.
pegs, so they hang. I've only got one bless, so you might have to.
Yeah. So
Dave's.
Kingsman is blessed, I think. Is that what you wanted? With the things to tag them.
I know you can hang. What I'm saying is you
Oh,
can hang the
gotcha,
condition
yeah.
markers on the pegs,
Oh, yeah, I get you now.
because otherwise I won't go over the
No,
card.
I understand now. Yeah, understood. Okay.
Okay. Any other action you want to take?
I think I will stand by.
Okay. And Axel.
Axel is going to. Which one is Axel's one?
That one, I think.
Ah, is it not?
I think so.
He's going to move round. 10-ish. And I think he's got a ranged weapon, hasn't he? I think he's got a bow or something. He's got a bow, and
He's got daggers.
Oh, has he got
Yeah, he's
daggers?
got daggers.
I thought he had a bow.
No. No, he's got short swords and daggers.
Short swords and daggers. He doesn't have any spells or anything, do he?
No.
No. Okay, he's going to wait to see what happens.
Okay. Alright.
Because I don't want to get him killed.
So, top of the round, it's water elemental. The water elemental absorbs back into the pool in the room, so you're now no longer grappled and suspended. Okay, and it will move with extreme speed to the centre of the group, towards the pillar where Agatha and Kingsman currently are, and then does exactly the same thing. Leaps up out of the water and engulfs that entire column and pillar. So Agatha and Kingsman, will you please make me a strength saving throw? Don't forget, I didn't mention this to you, you have your hero
Points.
dice. Okay. So we're playing the optional hero points roll where you get a D6, and you can add that to your rolls.
7.
You get your D4 for bless.
Ooh. 11.
Okay. And you have the option of using a hero point should you want to do that.
What was that?
15.
Okay.
D6.
D6, yeah.
15 in total.
You needed 15 to pass.
Oh,
Okay, so
skin. Yeah,
Then
planned on that.
Agatha needs to make as well.
I did it. I
You
did the
did?
saving throw, yeah.
right. So what happens is it bursts out of the water. You are both pushed back 5 feet out of that space, but you don't.
Do
get
they knock
grappled.
over Axel?
No.
I think Axel catches Kingsman.
Effectively, it's like a big wave just moves forward, and you get
Kingsman
pushed
legs
off.
leg
pushed,
falls
pushed
off.
off that pillar, but
Yeah.
don't take any damage.
my leg.
Disappears off.
Right, next up
It's got a
is
jackson.
Lobo and Arctus.
I'm gonna turn round and face him and hit him again, aiming for the ice-like shark that's in his centre, his juicy centre. I miss completely, not critically, I
Oh,
might add,
okay.
but I miss completely,
Okay.
unless he's got an arm class of 11
No, he doesn't have armor class 11.
with the first hit, and 18 for the second one.
Hit.
That is 10 damage.
Okay. You swing your hook. This time
Blunt.
blunt end, slightly glancing blow, and you don't chip off as much. It's because it goes back to you. Okay, Arctus.
I will disengage and move away from the water elemental. Try and make
Okay.
puts me about there.
Want to take a bonus action?
Nope.
Mayor.
I will stay put and cast another
Devastating spell.
ice blast. Sorry, frostbite. I don't know why I got ice blast from.
So save and throw, yeah.
Isn't that a drink?
It is. It's tango.
Constitution save and throw.
14.
I failed.
Okay. So it's 2d6. 5 points of damage.
Okay. So you freeze even more of its body, and it seems to almost slow down slightly on the frozen on its right hand side as I'm looking at it.
And it also, oh, by the way, just it has a disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll, but it doesn't. If it doesn't have a weapon, it probably doesn't count. But
It would still mean effectively what you've done is you've frozen part of its body and it uses its body as a
Yeah,
weapon, so
okay, fine,
it would still
cool.
count. Swiddo, you're up.
Cool. Move me over there, right in front of it. Well, that's there. Bonus action, great sword,
Yeah.
and then I'll attack it.
and you are blessed as well.
15.
15.
Does
16
hit?
Hit.
Oh, I forgot about bless.
Some.
It wouldn't have helped me anyway. That's a problem.
Reroll that one.
It could have done.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
But that's my fault.
Yes.
11 for the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. 23 for the next one.
Is it hit?
7, 11, no, 12.
Okay, so you step up, you extrude your great sword from your gauntlets. You swing down twice, chopping large chunks of ice off both times. It's starting to look a little battered.
I'm a sculptor.
Kingsman.
I'll let the spiritual hammer take a swing first.
Okay, So move it up.
Moves up behind it.
Yeah.
And swing. 17 plus 6 hits.
Good hit.
1d8. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
He's still standing?
It's still standing.
I will, from where I am, I will jump with the battle axe and downward chop.
Okay. Run me a dexterity check, please.
Dexterity or athletics? Or acrobatics? Or...
What have you got? Acrobatics?
I got athletics.
No. Athletics is like jumping great distances or
I am.
pole vaulting over something.
Go on then, I'll let you have athletics.
Athletics. It didn't help. It gave me a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so that was. And then to hit on the way down.
So you failed
I've
your jump roll,
I've slipped.
which puts you off of your swing because
Okay.
you was expecting to really bring it down on top of its head. So you can roll to attack, but with disadvantage. Please.
Okay, at disadvantage, I will maybe chop his feet when I land.
Remember, you also blessed as well for your throws.
It wouldn't not much.
Okay.
But yes. So disadvantage, I've got 8. Can I use my bless as well?
Yes, you can.
9. I'll use the hero point.
Oh my god.
12. Shall I use another hero point?
You can only use one.
Oh,
Gonna say, dude.
Okay, so
12.
Burn all 6.
you jump badly,
Yeah,
you swing wildly,
yeah.
you miss greatly.
It looks very impressive,
It
though.
does
I
look
bet
very
it looks
impressive.
awesome.
Okay, that's fine.
Noella, you're up.
Well, I used frostbite this time, so I rolled the force to burn the ice off, but it didn't work. Right.
Kingsman mistimed his jump and swung before he jumped.
Yeah.
Oh no, frostbite is con 14.
Yeah.
Yep. I passed 18 on the dice.
I was going to say I could toss myself, but that might come cross right.
And then Agatha and Axel.
So I'll let Axel go first because I went first last time.
Axel's going to throw a dagger at it. I was
Yep.
going to say her for some reason, but you know. Oh no, that's Axel's dice.
So the gender
Axel
fluid
rolls a 7
water thing.
on the dice.
Gender
A
fluid
7
water
is a
thing.
miss.
So we know.
Has he only got one
Thing.
attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Agatha.
I will move basically.
Technically, you're only 5 feet away. 'Cause
Yeah.
You only got pushed back 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
you're
trying.
within melee range.
Yeah, I want to move in the melee range. I'm just worried about being in the way of Swido, but could I potentially go to the side and go this?
It's not being in his way you want to worry about. It's
Yeah.
being next to him. Because when he misses, he has a tendency to chop your leg.
So I will move to the left
As
of it.
long as that is 15 feet.
Yes,
you've
yeah,
got
yeah,
15 feet of movement.
I was basically there.
Okay.
So I'm going diagonally. So that's about 10.
Okay.
So, and I will use my bonus action, branding smite.
Yep.
Okay, which is self bonus action. That's fine. So I get an extra 2d6 to an attack, and I will strike with my battle axe.
Okay.
Just as a normal, I won't try and jump. And that is 7.
To hit.
Yeah.
You miss.
Okay.
Okay, so use your bonus action to imbue your battle axe with some bright. What energy type is Branding Smite Radiant?
That's a good question. It is light? Radiant.
Radiant.
Radiant, yeah. So you imbue your battle axe with a bright burning white
6.
light. Unfortunately, you swing down, you miss, you hit the wrong water, you hit the water pool rather than the elemental. However, you don't discharge the energy in your axe, it is still
Okay.
glowing with a bright white light. And it is my go. So the creature is going to duck back into the water and move away. And it's going to loop round and come at Lobo from this other side, please.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
And
Fortunately,
going to attack twice.
I'm used to fighting things that are watery, so it doesn't surprise me.
You drink it before.
Yeah. Is it beer?
It's gonna. No, it's not.
Oh.
This is an unknown liquid to you. Water.
Beer elemental, that'd be awesome.
I hit with 16,
That's dead on.
and second attack is only a 10. My maths is really bad.
Yeah, it's right. My maths goes out the window on D&D. That's my excuse anyway.
Okay, and you take 13 points of damage, half to 6.
Oh, that's deadly.
Okay, so what happens is
Boom.
it doesn't disappear completely and sort of come up from above as you've seen it before.
Mhm.
It skated across the surface of the water this time and just basically accelerated really hard and jumped up into you, almost like slamming you, body slamming you with the ice part of its form. Okay, Lobo, you're next, and then Arctus.
Right, so I'm going to hit it with my hook.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you forgot.
I forgot. That's my fault.
I've rolled now, it's too late. Does an 18 hit it?
Yes.
10 plus 8. For 17 damage again.
Okay, really looking
First hit.
looking ropey.
And oh, well, that's going to hit it. An 18 on the dice.
Yep.
For 16 damage. That D10's really serving me well today.
Okay, so you pull the chain back in, holding it tight in your fist as you swing once, twice, knocking huge chunks of ice, and there's a big crack down its main form now, and the shark head is just basically a broken, cracked ruin of its former self. It is looking on its last legs, Arctus.
He's nearly done. Come on, finish him off.
No disadvantage now, so...
Nope. So that's 13 and 16.
So 13 misses, 16 hits.
Oh, and 2 1s on damage dice, really? For 2 damage?
It takes the blast. It's still standing.
What?
Maelor.
Well, so frostbite I think is necessary for this particular.
Finish him.
I am close enough for frostbite, so 14 Constitution saving throw, please.
That's 17 on the dice.
Oh.
Okay.
Passes. Swidow.
Let's go. Wait, that'd be 5. Yeah, 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you're out of range now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, my hand axe is stuck inside him.
Yep.
I can't do anything then.
Okay. You can move again, so you're next to him, and
so
you can
then
hit next time.
I'll. Okay. So then
Could hold, I suppose, if you wanted to, in case
I'll
you
move there then, and then that's it.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't move. Goes back the other way. I'll move back.
Kingsman.
Still there.
Yep.
Right.
So snake eyes my damage dice.
And try him again. So one, it's plus 12 with my bless.
My bless.
15.
Is a hit.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't bother rolling.
No, yes.
Did I leave it
Cross.
on 1 hit point?
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay, so that hits that, and then I've already jumped down earlier, and I'll kind of wade over near to the elf. Is he looking okay, or was he in battle before as we arrived?
Explain.
He looks a little bruised, not particularly wounded, but
Okay.
shocked.
So, okay, so it's you see this dwarf. He's a dwarf cleric who comes stomping towards you, and he's got a peg leg. No, he's kind of bejeweled.
It's a gold boot that goes up to your knee, inlaid with silver, all filigreed, nicely decorated and stuff. So
Yeah. And I've got my.
it stands out a bit because you're obviously not wearing gold armour.
Yeah.
You've got a gold leg.
If he snaps his toe, does half the world disappear?
If he can snap it.
I was going to say. Yeah. Jesus.
So in my really bad Scottish accent, I say, what I always say, "Hey, laddie." So, what were you doing with that one then?
Well, fighting, running away from the fishy ones next door. Where the bugger did you come from?
Well, those wee skanks. We sorted them out good.
Gags.
That was quick.
Okay, so as you're having this conversation, the portal sort of dulls slowly growing greyer and greyer, but the blue Khyber is getting stronger and stronger, almost as if the
It's the room shaking.
not yet. The one failing is causing the other to grow stronger. So the energy starts arcing off even more. Even though you're talking, you're aware that there is this energy torrent sort of slowly blasting the room, and all of a sudden, as the portal to the underwater realm dies and the water pouring in stops, there's a huge blast of electricity that arcs away from the blue Khyber crystal, hitting the ceiling and causing a large chunk of masonry to fall down. Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's great.
Dexterity saving throws. Yes.
Let's see.
16.
We're still blessed, aren't we?
We're still blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, did we get to roll saving
Okay.
throws too?
Okay.
I'll just top it up.
Cool. 17.
18.
14.
15.
5 and a 2.
Awesome.
11.
Okay, so everybody that got less than 14 is now prone. So a large chunk of masonry falls from the ceiling, hits the water, and this huge wave that billows out, basically knocking you off your feet.
Ha!
So you look up and there is a large crack starting to form all the way along. So where this piece of masonry is falling down, there's a hole there. The cracks start to spider web out across the rest of the room.
Should we get the hell out of here?
Yes.
Smaller chunks begin to start raining down.
I'm asking a question. Can any of the crystals be replaced by something else?
Any what crystals?
The Khyber crystals, are they like embedded in something that could be taken out and replaced with something else?
No, it's a huge crystal that's just
Oh,
embedded
okay,
in
fine.
the wall. So it's not like where you've been mining little bits and pieces and seams. This is almost like a worked piece.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So there's no way
Maybe.
forward, is there?
So this portal is closed, and when you look behind you, you realise that the portal behind you is also closed.
Oh.
Is there any grates or anything underneath the water that we can see around the edges or anything?
No.
I'll go over to the elf and help him back out of the water, help him
Okay.
back up, and do a cure light wounds on him just in case.
Could I cast a web on the ceiling to stop more?
I'll help
chunks of
up.
rock?
I'll help up Malor and
What's the range of
Agatha?
web?
So it's 60 feet.
And Axel comes over to
Yes,
us.
you can.
Yeah. Cool. Do that one.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot to make a dexterity throw for Axel. Oh,
You
he
can,
rolled a
You
17.
can have an extra hero point for that. Lauren,
Fabulous.
Good idea.
Steve, I cast cure wounds on him.
Yep. Okay.
So I pick him up. 8, 1, 11.
Perfect.
Top roll.
Okay, so Noella casts web at the ceiling over a large piece of large area of the ceiling that stops these sort of
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
small rocks from raining down in the area that you're in. They're obviously still raining down in the rest of the room. The Khyber crystal is going crazy. You can see it's glowing with this bright, intense white light, almost too bright to look at. And energy is arcing off all over the place. There's a larger piece of masonry is slowly starting to fall down all over the room. I mean, Noella has sort of temporarily fixed where you are, but
I
the
asked
rest of
him
the room
if
is
he,
slowly being destroyed.
Do you know another way out of here, lad?
Oh, I'm running here away from the fish folk.
But the portal on the other side is
Gone.
gone.
Dead.
And behind us.
Gone.
Close.
Alright, so another large piece of masonry falls from the ceiling over in this side of the room. Can you make me another dexterity saving throw, everybody,
Can we
please?
investigate the room? I mean, like, have a look around for any other possible exits, or... Oh, but that's more than 14. 15. I assume it's the same.
11.
15 for me, and
15. Yeah.
6 and a 10.
Okay.
7.
Axel gets an 8 plus whatever his saving throw is.
5, so 13. Right, so again, you fall prone. There's nothing stopping you from getting up, so it's the time
Don't
that
even
that
bother,
wastes.
we can
That's
get
all.
back up.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but it's slowly getting worse. So what do you want to do?
We need to try and either get out this room or find a...
It's got to be like a lever or something somewhere.
Is there
I mean,
something
it's-
hidden? Could I transform as an animal and swim under the water? See if there's anything there?
Yep,
Oh, yeah, that's
do you
a good
want to
idea.
transform
Yeah.
as?
Remember, it's seawater,
Shark?
but the room's not that big.
Yeah,
I could be a
it's,
baby
it's
shark.
only. It's only
I know.
Baby shark.
you know,
I know. Clownfish.
just for comedy value, you can be a baby shark.
Does she sing the song as
She
well?
has to. I'm going to make her sing a song if you can turn into a baby shark.
As she sings that song, she turns into the baby shark.
Okay, as a waterborne creature,
Yeah.
you do a tour of the room quickly, and you don't see anything of obvious exit. However, you do feel that the water is moving weirdly
Okay.
towards the Khyber.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's not going to be some sort of portal, is it?
Can we destroy the Khyber potentially?
Or can we go up and investigate the Khyber
Might be
without getting damaged?
obscuring
Or...
something, perhaps.
The energy is arcing off, but you know it appears to be grounding itself to the stone.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever coming over necessarily towards your direction. It's going around you, but it seems to be grounding itself out.
Let's go and investigate the Khyber just in case it's like... I don't know. It's absorbed the portal energy and now itself is a portal somewhere.
Okay, so as you slowly move away, the web that Noella cast is starting to give way, and again another large piece of masonry rains down. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, good one, finally.
7.
15 for me.
13.
4.
11
Oh,
and
Pete rolls.
17, but I'll
14.
I don't mind who has the 17.
It's your choice.
I'll have Maylor's 17. Sorry, Sarah.
22.
Okay, so everyone that failed
Yeah.
falls prone and gets hit by the piece of masonry. So
snap.
because that's where you were standing, and that's
Yeah.
the web has stopped it from falling so far. It's
It's alright,
given
Pete,
up.
you made that one, don't worry.
So whoever failed, I got less
Did
than
anyone
14,
I
will
did.
take
Agatha did.
9 points of damage.
Or
Yeah.
So it was Swidow, Agatha, and Kingsman.
It's a good chip on my shoulder.
I can't change Agatha's health points, but she's on now 71.
Right, okay. I can do that. Right, so you make your way over to the crystal. Who's doing what?
Who's got good investigation? You and Axel?
Me and Axel,
Yeah,
yeah.
so me and Axel and Maylor will investigate it. Can I assist or something? Does that just mean you get advantage? I don't know.
Talk about your investigation.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's your investigation?
Probably quite good.
I like the optimism.
It's pretty good.
Good. All right, you two can do it then. Axel's going to take a back seat on this one because he feels like it.
Maylor got a nat 1.
Axel laughs at Maylor. As Maylor says, that's not a Khyber crystal.
This is definitely a Khyber crystal. 25.
Okay, so you can see that the crystal is actually cracked. It's cracked quite substantially. It has a big fissure, and the way that it's been carved make it like almost an optical illusion. If it's a surface crack, it isn't. It's a deep crack that sort of goes further into the crystal itself. And you think that most of the party, with the exception of maybe Lobo and Swiddo, you could push yourself inside. As you're investigating it, you start to see flashes of other places inside the crystal. So you see a flash of towers, golden towers that you recognise as the city of Sharn. You see flashes of an electric rail car that is one of the modes of transport to Sharn. Moving towards the city of towers at dawn, you start to see flashes of somebody crawling out of a bar in a busy town square. You see the statue of the Queen at the entrance to the main terminus area of Sharn. And you see an arena. What do you want to do?
I think this is... You were right. It's absorbed the portal energy, and this will take us home. And I'll push through.
Okay, so you see Arctus step and push into the crystal, and with a flash of light disappears. And with that flash of light, the Khyber dulls slightly, and the energy torrent reduces slightly. Okay, so the rest of you, can you make me a dexterity saving throw as a large piece of masonry falls again from the ceiling?
Oh my god. No point.
Oh, that's 40.
Bless. I got... Yeah.
I got a natural one, but with my bless, I got 3.
You're not blessed anymore.
Oh!
4 anyway.
1.
14 for Axel, 15 for me.
Okay. Right, so with a natural 1, Kingsman falls over and is actually pushed with the force of the water. So you're slammed into the crystal, Kingsman. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, but fortunately,
Aren't we all up here?
by slamming into the crystal, you are actually transported away.
Do I still take the damage though?
You still take damage, yeah.
So I've been pushed through.
So does it... Did he actually go completely through the crack, or did he just touch it?
He just touched it.
Oh right, well I just walk up to it and I touch it.
Okay, you disappear.
Fine. Move.
Zip, zim zalabim.
Don't mind doing a voice.
Like that.
I'll also follow suit.
Cool.
With both Agatha and Maylor.
Okay, so again, as you move towards the crystal, another large piece of masonry. Also, the 3 of you that are still in the room, you make me a saving throw, please.
Oops.
Fine. Is it dex saving throw? Or?
Oh yeah.
6 and a 7.
Okay, so both you and Agatha go prone.
And Axel does too.
Okay, so 3 of you.
Sorry,
are down.
Pete. And then he picks himself up again and he
Okay.
runs towards the crystal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
do the
make
same.
it to the
Leaps.
crystal, you leap forwards
Yeah.
and touch
Slow
it,
motion.
and you all disappear. And we'll
Touch the
move,
crack.
move on to the next part
Poke you
of the map, but first we'll go to a break. So I will
Comfort break.
remind
comfort break.
everybody to vote using our straw poll, thank you, .me. We'll be voting A or B, envelope A or envelope B, to decide where we'll be going next week. So which foreshadowing track will we follow? So we're going to take a 10-minute break, make a quick cup of tea, get comfortable, and we'll be right back.
Cheers guys, we'll see you soon. Hello again. We're back.
If you didn't notice.
Okay, so as the last of you steps through the crystal, you all find yourselves in a torchlit arena.
Ooh. Guess we have to move the characters back to the.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got with the arena.
And we shall move this way here. An attack from the rear.
Schnell!
Oh,
Oh, very
It's
nice.
fancy.
Slight adjustment.
I did not hit her.
I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
Okay, so if you want to leave yourself there, okay, so
Are we doing the can-can?
Okay, so
Ooh.
you find yourself in a sandy floored arena, torchlit. There is a familiar looking brass door in front of you, and around your feet there is these dispersing wisps of mist. You have a very strong feeling of deja vu, so I'm going to actually put you in certain positions. So,
Oh yeah.
Swido,
See?
if my memory serves me correctly,
Sorry, what?
you was over there.
Oh, I know. what's
Lobo
going on.
was over there.
I'll have to forget it.
When was this?
No longer blessed as well.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I can put a
Bless,
fucking
yeah.
leg on.
I thought that was a
the,
necklace.
The arena thingy fight we had
Do you want
to
to
prove ourselves as
Put it on nose.
worthy.
So Axel it disappears.
Oh god, that was right at the beginning.
and Axel disappears from the map completely.
I think.
Kingsman, you were stood a little back, roughly in the centre of the map.
Okay.
Noella, you were slightly forwards, and I think Mela, you were standing next to Kingsman, and Arctus
And you were
and
next to Kingsman.
Agatha can be stood either side of those pillars if you wish. Obviously, you weren't here, but yeah,
So,
Swido has guessed correctly. This is the arena from session 1.
Have we gone
And-
back in time?
what am I doing?
You guess you have, yeah. You have
Oh,
gone
wow.
back in time. So, this is the arena from session 1, where you're undergoing your trials of combat at the Death's Head Guild in Sharn.
With the pink orcs.
The floor currently has some bodies on it. There are 5 goblins and 2 wargs, indicating to those of you that were paying attention in session 1 that you're about to enter round 3 of the bout.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
And as expected, there is a loud rumbling sound and a door begins to rise.
I have a question. If Agatha and Arctus weren't with us, are they didn't disappear with Axel then?
No, Axel has disappeared, but Agatha and Arctus are still there.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Yes. So if we have time travel, it's obviously not closed loop.
Arctus is
Oh,
immune.
yeah.
Sorry, Axel is immune from time travel.
Okay, so as the door rises, 2 familiar-looking hobgoblins stomp out. And it's roll for initiative.
Have we still got the same stuff on us we had when we stepped through the crystal?
Yes, you have.
Oh, okay.
8.
Oh, I'm rolling for Axel and he's not even here. I'm going to roll that again. Oh. Oh, it's not bad. Dirty 20 again. They coming in this side, Steve?
No, over there.
Oh, near that door?
Yeah, if you remember what you did, you dispersed the fog cloud.
But they're not for this door. 'Cause-
You dispersed the fog cloud
Oh, yeah, because
for
we
the
were...
third round.
Oh, God, yeah.
You
we
waited
were
either side of the doors,
That's
ambushed
right.
them as they came through. So the door's risen, and you roll for initiative, please.
20! Dirty style. Dirty 20. I think it's one more level and I get
Riddle?
advantage.
8.
Kingsman,
16.
Noella,
19.
Maylor,
2 13s for both myself and Agatha. The unlucky number.
Okay, Lobo, you're up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Add
obviously.
9.
Sorry.
Oh,
Alright.
Do you know what? Because in my head, I look down here and I write stuff down,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody tells me it's going from left to right, and you're sitting where Sarah sits. So I'd written down Agatha, and in my brain, that was I'd got to the end of the initiative order,
Yeah.
so I apologise.
It's alright.
Okay, sorry, Lobo.
right. So I'm obviously gonna attack the one that's closest to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
One desires to rage.
Pardon me, rage.
I'm trying out that voice for my character.
I think it suits.
Yeah.
Please, sir, can I rage?
Yeah. And I'm gonna recklessly attack him
Oliver Twist.
with
steroids.
a
That's right.
dirty, disgusting 20.
Is a hit.
For 16 damage.
You kill him outright with one almighty blow to the gut.
With my second attack, can I
You
hit the
hit him
second one?
so hard, you broke his spine.
Did his head come off?
Jesus.
And yeah, with my second attack, I'll attack that one
Okay.
without even moving. So close to a crit. So close.
It's a hit then.
It's 19
Is it
plus
hit?
8. Yes, it's a hit. And that is 12, 11 damage.
Okay, so you flick your chain out this time, swinging the blunt end forwards rather than punching. You hit the second hobgoblin in the gut. Not quite enough force this time because you weren't holding onto the chain. He severely damaged but knocked down. As soon as you do that, you hear from the door behind the hobgoblin a loud cracking, screeching noise, as if giant cogs of a massive machine are tearing themselves to pieces. With a loud snap, the door suddenly thuds downwards into the floor.
What, the one they came through?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, and it's Noella.
Can I get close to the goblin, please, and use poison spray?
Oh, I like the fact that you're still using it even though you don't need to. That's
I
just
know.
brilliant.
How close do you want to get?
10 feet.
So in session 1, this is exactly what Laura did.
And kill definitely, pretty much.
Quite a small one you've got there.
I failed my saving throw in a repeat of session 1.
It's like, I have a device, I will use it.
Yeah, it's here. It's a new character.
It isn't erected.
Right, back to roll my 2d12.
Not yet.
Oh, 1 and
It's
4.
one of those games.
Only 5 damage. 1 and
Only
4.
5 damage is
Yeah.
enough. Okay, so you reach forward and you feel the long forgotten familiar memory of poison spraying out the end of your fingertips, engulfs the hobgoblin, and he goes down screaming and writhing.
Does it also have a feeling of deja vu?
Yes. However, in a break from familiarity, you hear from the centre of the arena, underneath the feet of Kingsman and Maylor,
Uh-oh.
a very loud bang, and the floor almost jumps, and the sand sort of throws into the air and forms a little dust devil. Next up we have Kingsman.
What was that? the floor just went, what, to the sand, boom.
So there's a loud bang, and from below your feet the sand sort of rose up, almost as if it's blown up into the air.
I'm looking around to see if there's anything that's just been thrown into the arena with us.
Okay, would you like to make me a perception roll then, please?
Okay. Oh, it just gone. Oh wow, I'm good. What's that? 24.
Okay, so you scan the arena. Other than the, in fact, we can put pillars on, couldn't we? Other than the points that are blocked off because of the pillars, you don't see anything other than the rest of your party. There's nothing else been added to the arena. You've seen the door where the hobgoblins come through, almost break itself and collapse down. The one behind you hasn't moved. So if you remember from when we did this before, you came in from the one in the opposite wall.
I don't know at the moment. I'm going to hold my action. I want to wait to see what happens.
Okay. So next up we have Mayor and Agatha.
Okay, so Mela would also like to hold an action, but Agatha would like to move here and bless Swido, Lobo, and Arctus.
Okay.
I bless this house. I bless these fools.
Right, just want to put the markers out.
Yeah,
Josh.
cool. Cheers.
There's a little peg for
Thank you.
Lobo.
Oh, I think we already have a peg.
Oh, yeah, here's a peg.
I'll return my one peg.
Okay, so anything else you want to do?
As Agatha, I would like to. This is the thing I'm confused about with Agatha. She has ability of doing shield of faith, but it's a it has these components. So is
She
it?
has an arcane. She has a divine focus, so
Okay.
that removes the material requirement. So
Right. Okay. Cool. So I will cast this on.
Is it so you?
It basically is a
cast,
shimmering.
You cast bless.
Yeah, I get it. I'll cast bless, and the
Yeah.
bonus action.
You
You
can't
can only
cast
cast a
another spell.
cantrip.
Shield of Faith is a level 1 spell.
Oh, okay, fine. Because it says as a bonus action, I can cast Sanctuary, Shield of Faith, and Branding Smite as a bonus action.
You can, but it's.
There's
I
a rule on
don't agree with the rule, but it is a rule that you can't cast two.
Okay,
two
that's fine then. I won't.
So
I won't.
you can cast a spell and then a cantrip, but you can't cast two. Great
Gotcha.
ones.
Yeah, fine. I will not cast Shield of Faith and keep just the bless active, and just and then that's it.
Okay.
It's turn.
Alex is just making the point that you can only cast one concentration spell.
Well, yes, I was going to say the same thing, but
Nice one, Alex.
it's.
Now go to the pub. You've done your work here. it's all good from here on in.
Okay, Maylor.
I held my action.
Sorry, you did tell me that. Arctus.
I will shift around the pillar and shout out to the dwarf, who's the only person who's talked to me so far. Say, think you might need to jump soon. I'd get ready to jump, and I will inspire Kingsman.
Okay. So Arctus plays his pipes.
Mm-hmm.
A heady little ditty from a famous half-elven tavern in Shan. And you're inspired, so you get a D8 inspiration dice.
Thank you very much.
Swiddo.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action. And get ready.
Get ready for something to happen.
Something.
Yep.
Whatever. We're just waiting for something to happen.
Okay, so it would have been me with the hobgoblins, but obviously they're down. So this time, the thud is even louder. The floor physically moves beneath Kingsman and Maylor. And can you both roll me a dexterity saving throw,
Get
please?
ready to knock him over.
You're too keen.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
3.
Okay.
Was that a 1?
18.
Okay, so feeling inspired but not using it in game terms, you move forwards away from the centre of the arena. So move yourself forwards 10 feet. So you feel the ground beneath you shudder and shake.
So it's not like someone came down, someone's
Something's coming out from below. You feel it shudder and shake, and you use the momentum of being pushed off your feet to roll forwards 10 feet and get out of the area of effect. However, Maylor, completely taken by surprise, because he wasn't forewarned by Arctus, falls prone.
Okay.
The floor cracks and the sand starts to disappear from below. So I'm going to force you all to roll initiative again, because it's effectively a new encounter.
It's the same roll.
Well.
Lobo?
14. 11 plus 3.
Swidow?
Same, 8.
He got 14. Oh, you mean you got the same as last time?
No, yeah, same as last time.
Yeah,
19.
I'm not having a very good day with numbers today. You have to explain it to me in great detail.
11.
Maylor,
2 20s.
just attached to the hip now.
Yeah.
And Arctus.
20.
One's a
Nice.
nat 20, one's an unnatural 20.
Okie dokie. Arctus, you're up.
So, the floor hasn't broken yet, has it?
No, the sand is running away, and you can see where there is a large crack in the middle, but it's not broken away yet.
I will dive forward and pull Maylor to his feet.
Awesome.
Thank you. Do I need to do anything at this
So-
stage?
You're going on the same turn anyway, so
Right,
that's
okay.
fine. So, because Arctus has used his action to pull you to your feet,
Yeah.
then that means you don't lose half your movement.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't sure if I needed to roll anything to be helped by Arctus. Thank you all very much.
And then I will duck back behind the pillar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Maylor?
I will move my full distance of 30 feet diagonally 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here.
And
Breaking up the
Agatha.
bed.
And I was also Maylor will be holding an action at this moment in time because my full distance is 30.
Yeah, what action are you going to hold?
A frostbite.
Okay.
And Agatha will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay, that now will cancel Bless if you do that.
Okay.
Because that is a concentration spell.
Sure.
same
Yeah.
as
Understood.
Bless's.
Okay. Fine. I will cast Cure Wounds on myself as Agatha.
Okay.
So that's 1d8 plus 3. Which I've forgotten where it was there. No, it's not. It's a d10. Yeah, okay. 5. I recover 5 points with Agatha.
Okay, I'll mark that on. Okay, next up is Kingsman.
No. I summon the spiritual hammer and keep it around for a little while. Okay, so I'll do that just to kind of get it ready. And so I'll cast it there-ish, and I'll move further back towards this pillar. So my back's at the pillar.
Yep, no problem.
And kind of hold my main action.
What, melee attack or?
I'll hold a spell.
Well, you've cast
Oh, that's true.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah. It will have to be a melee.
Next up
Charge.
is Lobo.
I am going to move a little bit further towards the middle, but not all the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About there. And I'm going to wait to see if anything comes out of the big crack. So I'm holding an attack.
An attack.
Yeah.
Awesome. Noella.
I'm worried about this floor cracking, so could I potentially conjure an animal like an eagle and get on it so it can fly away?
I don't think you can conjure an eagle that big.
Okay.
You can turn yourself into an eagle to fly away, but don't forget you are inside.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
We could conjure a wolf to help protect you if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was thinking I was looking for bigger animals and I'm
A bear.
like, yeah, I might conjure a direwolf. That's alright, can I do that?
Yeah, is that a CR1?
That's
Conjure.
CR1, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can
Cool.
conjure a direwolf. I don't have a direwolf mini, so you can put Axel back on and he can be your... He's such a fiction, but he can be your direwolf.
We call it ghost.
Well, that's a giant vulture. but-
Okay, my turn. This time you hear and see the floor burst upwards, and I can see you playing around. Are you?
I'm getting there, but stall, Steve, stall. Live TV, just stall.
Okay, so you hear and see the floor physically jump upwards, and the what is obviously a wooden floor underneath this sand layer give way, burst upwards into splinters, and then fall away underneath. And have I given enough time? Because if not, then we'll put the one pre-prepared square I made earlier.
Ooh.
Is that there with the hammer?
And
Black hole.
just to the right a little bit, please.
Cool. That cool?
Right, you put it there, and what I'll do is I'll quickly
Okay.
change the map. Keep it there.
We're giants. We're giants. Grown. We're huge.
We've now
There's
rocketed into the
I
air.
smashed that city to pieces.
And crawling out of the hole is a 5-headed serpent,
Oh.
Ah.
Should have conjured
Uh-oh.
giants.
fun.
a hydra,
Ah. Hail.
Just whisper into the thing's ear.
go for the heads, and makes a movement that way towards the group, and will attack Swidow and there we go. So if you want to
Perfect.
lift
Oh,
away the
look at
square,
that.
well done, David. A round of applause.
Yay.
Something
Okay,
you
so
said earlier.
move. So for such epic work on the map, I am now going to attack you. So
payment.
move towards Swidow and
Alright.
that's it. Perfect. And also Lobo, you're within range. So there are 5 heads to this serpent. 2 are going to attack Lobo, 2 are going to attack Swidow, and 1 is going to attack Kingsman. So Lobo, I'll do you first, just because you're nearest.
'Cause I'm
that
pretty,
is a 23 and a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Swidow, 20.
Yep.
And a 16.
No.
And Kingsman, a 13.
No.
Whilst it was moving, Steve, did my holding action get activated?
Oh yeah, all
That
of
is
our
true.
holding actions.
Yeah, because I
That's
haven't.
true.
Yep. Well, you can go straight after.
Okay, cool.
So, damage, Jeff. I rolled 2 ones.
Oh, nice one.
12 damage.
Is that
after
hot?
6.
Wow, this thing really does some good damage output.
I hit you once
20.
for 14 damage. Okay, so held actions.
Cool.
Okay.
Choppity chop 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 chop.
Right, so we're going initiative order, so technically it's May
so-
first.
Okay, so I held frostbite, so it's a constitution saving throw on one of the heads, I presume, so it doesn't matter which one.
I passed.
Okay, fine.
Then Lobo. Oh, sorry, Kingsman, you held your melee action.
Yeah, I'm assuming because it's wriggling around, I can kind of step forward. and
You're,
I'll-
you're right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll attack.
Yep.
So I got 10 in total. Can I use my inspiration to?
You can use your inspiration, yes.
What do I get? 14. 14.
Missed.
Am I blessed? No. 14. Oh, I use a dice.
No, I've already
No.
told you the result.
An audience member said they can't see what's on that camera.
Yeah, or that's all we can do. So I've moved the pillar out of the way.
Oh,
better
it's only
view.
one camera's working.
Oh no, both cameras are working.
Oh.
Or at least on my screen.
Oh,
Yeah, I can
so-
simplify.
Yeah, I can. It's just it's a bit small.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to drag it all the way across and get rid of us, so you can pick up more of the screen because it's tiny. So you drag the camera across us, if you see what I mean.
On
OBS.
on OBS.
Yeah, change OBS.
Oh, what you mean?
to-
Bring it over?
Do you
see more of
that's
this?
That's not set up.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah.
We'll do it as it is.
That's all on the to-do
help
list
attack.
with the new,
Overlays.
the new, yeah.
Can I
new
do my
stuff.
held action?
Coming next exciting episode of Friday Night Fights.
Right, so you swung and you missed,
Yep.
and Lobo
Oh,
attacks.
yeah, right. It's only one, isn't it? If it's a hold action, you don't get both of those, do you?
Right, so the way I play it is it's you get to hold your attack and you get to
Oh,
To
so yeah,
attacks.
you get to hold your whole
yeah,
attack.
Yeah, if you got an extra attack because you were using a bonus action, then no, that won't count.
Yeah.
But because you get 2 attacks per action, you held your action, you get 2 attacks.
Okay.
It's a the rule works either way. I play it that way. That's all.
16. Oh, plus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. 20, dirty 20.
It
Very dirty 20.
is a hit.
Extremely filthy 20. That is 13 damage. I think.
Okay, you swing your
Yeah.
you swing your hook and it hits one of the heads. Glancing blow, dazes it, it shakes it off and continues to writhe with the rest of them.
Second one. 16 plus 8. I assume that's a hit.
Yes.
Poop. 10 damage.
Okay, again you bludgeon a head. You think that's probably a different one the way they're moving around. You're doing damage, but it doesn't look that bothered by the 2 hits it's taken
Mhm.
so far. Widow.
Cool. That's one.
Did you hold an action, Lauren?
No, I didn't actually. I think I might.
17.
No, you did your die
You've
wolf.
got your die wolf
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
I have, yeah, but yeah.
17 plus 19.
Hit.
Cool. Reroll. Fine. That is 11 for the first one.
Okay, so with that strike, you cleave through one of the necks and the head falls lifeless to the floor.
Sound like a chicken. That's terrible.
Very angry
Cool.
chicken.
Yeah.
As you scrape your feet as you do it.
And then second one. 11. 15.
A 15 hits.
I get the feeling that's what you need to hit somehow. From the way you said it.
But begrudgingly.
9, 14.
14 damage. Again, a healthy swing down, strike through. You don't chop a head this time. But pretty close. There's a big slice out of one of its necks. Okay, that's top of the round. So it's Arctus up first.
I will lean out from behind the pillar.
Yep.
Hex the creature, and then 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh.
There is a hex here.
Hex.
There you go.
You go.
For a 16 and a 20.
Yep, both hit.
So it is 6 and 6 on the first, and 1 and 1 on the second. My second double ones of the night.
Yay! We love snake eyes.
Okay, so you hit with 2 blasts. It screeches. Eldritch Blast is radiant damage.
Blast is force, and then the hex is necrotic.
Necrotic, yeah. Okay, so it hits it from the side. Again, another head drops to the floor. This one not obviously detached because it was a force, but it's been bludgeoned to death, and the head is now laying dead on the floor. Okay, Maylor.
How many heads are remaining?
3.
I would like to use 7 charges of magic missile of the wand.
Oh my god.
In one go.
He's a madman.
Well, if you're going to shoot your load, you might as well shoot your load.
So that is 9 shots of
Damn.
magic missile of darts, and each one will have 3 hits. One head will have 3 hits each.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay. So you're using all the charges on the wand in one go.
Yes.
Can you make me a percentage roll, please?
Okay.
What's a bear happen?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot to roll the
Second one.
The second one.
Do you want one?
Yeah, I forgot which. It's the D10.
Do you want a percentage 10?
Oh no, it's fine. I've got that.
What do you need? D8.
No, I
You
forgot
had it
which one
there.
I needed.
That's it. The other one.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
one. Yeah. So 40%.
40%. Okay. So the one fizzles, but you don't have any everlasting effect.
Oh,
There's a chance you can destroy the wand if you use all the charges in one go.
okay.
Okay, so you pull your wand from your belt with a flourish. You're feeling cocksure because you've got you've got a magic missile wand and you know nothing. You fire off all 9 bolts at the same time, 3 at each head. Roll your damage, please.
Let's do it pump action style.
So 2, 3. So that is 2, 3,
8.
So that's 8 for one head.
Yep.
And, 8 for the other.
Yep.
So 3 for the other head. So 8, 8, and 3.
So 19 damage in total.
Yeah.
I like to think that looked really impressive, but the sound effect was pew pew pew. You know, so it was like a light show coming out, "Wah!" And then as the missiles left, it went pew pew pew.
And then the one just sort of
Goes
collapses.
limp.
I was firing blanks.
Might need a cup of tea before we use that again. Oh dear.
Okay. 9 bolts of energy fly out the end of your wand. They arc with supreme accuracy towards the writhing heads and hit. One head goes down and the other 2 look pretty damaged. So you're now down to a 2-headed Hydra.
We've got kids watching.
Well, we haven't sworn or anything. So.
We like an episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Really, you know,
Yeah, pretty much.
or Futurama.
Or like, Futurama. Or Family Guy with bleeps.
Agatha.
Oh, Agatha, yes. Who is she? Where is she? Sarah, what shall I do? I would like to...
She says, twat it with my axe.
Okay, and I will do the very same. Okay, well I will move with Agatha, 5, 10, 15, and I will strike it. Actually, is my branding smite still active at this
No.
moment? Okay.
No.
Okay. So.
That lasts for a minute.
Okay. I would like to use branding smite.
Okay, just be aware that is also a concentration.
Okay. Well, I won't use branding smite. I will just strike with my battle axe. I will roll for that. It's at 7.
You missed. Okay,
Was
so
it
Agatha
a
steps
one?
up, bravely facing off against this huge creature, towering above her, swings, but unfortunately misses. Kingsman.
I'll take another hit with the spiritual hammer.
Hammer time.
16 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay, and that's 1 hit for 3. 6 points of smackdown damage,
Okay.
and I will attempt to hit it with the axe again.
Okay.
Right. 15.
It's a hit.
Yeah, big with Jesse.
Begrudging.
Have some heavy axe.
No, so
Is that 6 and 8 points of damage?
Okay. You instruct the hammer to hit from behind, bang, on the top of the head. As the Hydra's head is forced downwards from the blow, you take the opportunity to swing upwards your axe and hit it in the chin. You don't kill the head, but it's looking pretty ropey. There's only two heads left now.
I'll take that,
Next up
thank
is Lobo.
I shall hit it, I hope, with the blunt end of my hook. Recklessly. No, I don't hit it at all. Because it's 15, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, no, I don't hit.
you were
First
also
attack
blessed
misses.
as well.
Oh, hold on. So that was 12. So yes, I might be able to hit it.
Yay.
Hey, okay, I hit
So
it.
tell me you got 15.
Yeah.
And break
Got a
the
bit
screen.
excited there.
This is when Lobo broke the.
The TV. For 12 damage.
Yep.
First hit.
Yep.
If you can get that, Ross, that'd be awesome.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I
at
can't
all.
even see.
I think it's gone right.
It's
under.
gone right underneath. We'll retrieve that later. Second attack. A 20.
A natural 20.
Yes, a natural 20.
Right, so that was 12
Jump,
damage
jump, jump.
with the first one, yeah?
Yep.
Bring it with them.
Right, 7 and 5 is 12 plus 10, 22 plus. No, hold on. You don't add the strength bonus twice, do you?
No.
No, just once, right? So that was 12.
So just for the people in the chat channel, I didn't
19.
remind him of having 2 attacks because he's doing enough damage with his little wand anyway.
No, that's the paladin with Agatha.
Yeah, well, you're still playing that character.
Oh,
Many
yeah.
more, come on.
I got a bit too overwhelmed with my wand.
That gave me extra time to add up 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay, so you wind up 2 healthy blows. You swinging rather than punching. Okay, so you wind up 2 glancing hits off the side of the head, and the head that Kingsman buried his axe into now goes down, so we're down the one-headed Hydra. Noella.
I'd be able to set my direwolf on it.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
Fabulous.
I like that.
It's hungry.
Alright, so it's plus 5 to hit, and I think that's 20.
Just say shum. You'll go after it.
So, 10 plus 5, 15.
It's a hit.
Yes. Then my damage is 10 plus 2d6 plus 3. And if the target's a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay, so it's too big to be knocked prone by.
Okay. So just do 10 plus 2d6. So that's 2.
Only one size larger than
6,
direwolf.
8 plus 3, 11. Oh no, plus 10, 21.
Direwolf is a large creature.
Is it?
Yes. My druid turns into it a lot and knocks over giants.
Okay. So what was the saving throw I had to make?
13.
Strength.
Yep, felt that. Knocked prone. How much damage?
It was 21, I think. Yeah.
It's so the 10 is what you would do if you weren't rolling. What did you roll
Yeah,
the dice?
2d6 plus 3.
So that was 6 plus. It came to 11 total.
11, okay. Okay, so the direwolf leaps on its back, sinks its teeth into the last remaining neck, and the creature is knocked on the floor, with the direwolf stood upon its shoulders, if it had any shoulders.
Our resident DM Alex is saying that we get pack tactics advantage.
True.
Alex, you're just making shit up now. Stop it. Come on, let's not get crazy.
So pack tactics means you get advantage on your melee attacks if you're within a certain range of the creature. But anyway.
Didn't matter.
So, my turn, eventually. It gets up from prone, grows back 2 heads.
Oh.
We've got to burn this thing.
So the one that Swiddo chopped off on his held action grows into now 2 heads. So there's 3 head on the Hydra. One goes for the wolf that's on its shoulders. That's a natural 1. So he hits the floor, and the rest of his attacks go. Because that's what I play. If you roll a 1, you lose all your multiple attacks.
That's what we do, isn't
How
it?
annoying. Swiddo, you're up.
Burn him! I don't have any fire. I'm just thinking totally.
Just don't chop it, stab it.
Yeah,
Kill it with fire.
I'll just try and knock it. Well, you know what I mean? Just
You can run it through.
give it a hemorrhage. Right?
You're going to use
Stabbing.
it as a stabbing weapon.
Yeah.
So that's unfamiliar for a greatsword. So
Okay.
you will be getting a disadvantage on attack for doing
Right.
that rather than swinging normally.
Okay.
Or you could twat it with the blunt end. Blunt
There is
side.
no blunt end. He grows out of his hands.
Smash
Does it not have sides to it?
No,
Okay.
that effectively his arms become part of the blade.
Natural 20 and then a 13.
Oh. Steve did that on purpose. He knew that was going to happen.
That's 21 for that one.
It's a hit. Roll your second attack.
Oh, I was going to roll the damage. Oh, okay.
You're hopeful, but come on, roll your second attack.
Again.
Hey, what? That's not
Jesus.
on.
What,
That's,
another natural 20?
No, 17 and an 18.
Yeah.
You
So
hit
it's
both
hit.
times, 3 damage.
Oh, I thought the snake eyes from me.
10, 15 for the first one. And then 9, 14 for the next one.
14 and 15, 29 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so you thrust forward with your sword twice. The unfamiliar movement feels weird, but you did damage. Arctus, top of the round. It's your turn.
I will.
Oh, and you stabbed it successfully through its chin, up through its head, and
Yep.
one of the heads goes down.
Cool. Nice.
Double over its blast. Yeah, those are bad. So 11 and 13. I think those both miss.
You're not blessed.
Oh, I am blessed. That's a good point. So
He's right.
The 11
I've
becomes a
completely misread that.
15.
Yeah, but it didn't lose that many heads, did it?
It did.
You lost 3
We
heads.
didn't chop them off. Only
It
one
doesn't
was chopped
matter.
off.
The rules have changed.
Yeah, you don't have to just chop them off. Just
Then why are we aiming for his head?
Ooh.
It is a creature that is just head.
yes.
You've got head.
Lucky creature.
It doesn't. It's got round that old player metagaming rule where we go for the body by just making it effectively just all neck and head. It's a circle.
Okay.
And I've completely misread the card.
You've
Alex
got,
is right, that
um,
I should have grown back 8 heads, not
Oh,
2
God.
heads. But anyway, my problem. Sorry, Ross.
So we've
So
got to hope
15
Noella's
was
got
what I'm
enough
aiming
acid.
for. I got 15 and more than
spells.
15.
Okay.
You've got lots of acid spells left. Can you hit it with lots and lots and lots?
Well, I'm preparing a shatter spell.
I've got new
Shatter.
moonbeams
So
bucket.
7 and 1.
It's engulfed in ghostly flames. Burn it.
And
Yep.
7 and 2.
Cool.
Good. Like it.
Okay, you do
And that's 3
damage.
and 10 damage as well.
And
Cool.
then
Okay,
I shall
it,
call up to Kingsman. Hit it really hard with the axe,
Okay.
and you can be inspired again.
Okay.
okay, it goes incapacitated. So if you can lay it down on the floor for me, please. It falls back into the pit,
Yeah.
and it is your. It is.
Shame there's no ceiling. We could have.
How deep is this pit?
It's 20 feet deep.
Okay, I would like to cast Shatter.
Okay.
In basically in the 10-foot radius of all of its heads. So I'm hoping it's all within the radius of that.
Yeah.
So it's a Constitution saving throw of 14, but I don't know whether that's per head. I imagine that's per head, right?
I'll just roll a Constitution saving throw, and I failed.
Okay, so that is 3d8
Okay.
damage. So I will do my.
You don't need to roll.
Why?
It's fine.
Okay.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your action?
Yes.
Okay. Agatha.
Oh, I will ready my axe for another attack.
Okay.
Margaret?
Yeah.
Yeah! Right, feeling inspired.
All of a sudden.
I will take. I will sort of leap into the pit with my flying battle axe, and
Flying. Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm gonna go with it. Do my war cry of "Yeah, big Jesse," and then strike it completely in half or something, just sunder it.
Okay. Go on then.
Right. So I roll a 1. And I will use my 16 and plus 7. So yeah, that hits.
Yeah. You hit.
And 10 damage.
Okay. So you strike through.
Yes.
It
And-
does physical damage. You
Right.
sever all but one of the remaining heads.
Wow.
It's not moving.
And then my. I can't. Oh, I
I
got it. No,
thought you were.
I can use. Yeah, I'll use Guiding Bolt. Because that will do radiant damage. I think. So I cast.
Is that a bonus action? It's not bonus action, is it?
No, it's an action. Okay, so I can't. I will use my Child Divinity with my gauntlet. What did we say that could do? We were channeling it through that, weren't we? As well as lockpicks, we were using I can channel Divinity.
Yeah. To
As a bonus
activate
action,
your. For what?
Just to, I don't know.
You can use your channel divinity through your gauntlet to do lockpick. Yeah.
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 But nothing else. That's it. That's all actions. No, I'll use the spiritual hammer then. Just hit it.
Okay.
18.
Yep.
And 5.
Okay. So you damage the last remaining head, but
Yep.
not enough to do anything.
Right.
Lobo.
I completely forgot. You know when I got that 20,
Yeah.
I forgot brutal critical. Sorry, savage attacks. I should have rolled an extra damage dice.
Right.
Never mind. I am going to do something, possibly. I'm not sure.
What something would you like to do?
Does it look dead?
It looks dead. It seems
It's
to be
not
laying
a
in
bit
a,
dead,
in
though,
a,
is
in a
it?
heap
Fucking hell.
of blood.
And I'm flashing around with it and chopping it up.
Have we got anything combustible?
I've got some pack of cards that can cast spells, I think.
Oh, I've got a tinderbox now.
This is set of light.
Yeah, drop it down.
I'm like Gambit from X-Men.
What equipment did we have on us that we brought with us? Because I know we didn't have our rations
We
and
lost most of
stuff.
the plane, though, didn't we?
Yeah, you had your weapons. essentially.
Pretty much just weapons and anything that was like attached to belts and shit.
Correct.
So like extra little weapons and stuff like that.
Correct.
I've got reduced flame on my actions.
I think I'm going to go round to the side of the pit. Like 5, 10, 15. Oh no, not that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-ish. Oh, good idea. And then I'm going to ready an attack if it gets up.
If it gets up. Okay.
Yeah.
Noella.
I might just cast a moonbeam down there. If that
I can
reduces
see it.
flames.
Okay.
That's con 14.
Yes. That's a cocked dice. I failed by one.
You rolled a 1, yeah!
No, I failed by one. I got
Oh,
30.
boo.
So what energy type is Moonbeam?
Radiant.
How do I know that? What's the energy type of moonbeam?
So I'm looking at.
Okay,
It's
no, no.
radiant.
Radiant.
Okay, so you cast Moonbeam
Yeah.
and the familiar white glowing light appears from above, striking down onto the body of the creature, blistering its skin, boiling away the blood.
Yay.
Okay. My turn. It grows back, regenerating 6 heads. No, it's not right.
Just wait for Alex to
12
post it.
heads.
Oh, jeez.
And climbs back out of the pit.
I'm going to attack it then.
So take your attacks.
That was lucky.
I can't see.
Oh, it's a 1 and a 9. So that is 17 to hit it.
You hit.
For 11 damage.
Yep.
And second attack. Again, one of them's a 1. That's quite funny, isn't it? Twice in a row. 15 plus 8 is a hit.
Yeah.
So. Oh, crap. That's really annoying. For 8 damage.
So how much was that in total?
Yeah. The second one was 8, but I can't remember what the first one was now.
If you can
Oh, it was 11. 11.
11,
I think.
Okay.
Hold on, let's wait for someone to tell us. Alex, how much was my first damage?
You'll be waiting at least
Come
10
on.
seconds.
I've written it down there, 17.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Um,
sure. Pretty sure it was 11
it
and
should
8.
be- It should be, yeah, anyway, I've written down 17, so that's 17. Okay, so you held your action. It crawls out of the pit and attacks you. So 4 of the heads are going to go for you, and I'm going to roll this dice 8 times because
What?
I get advantage against you because you reckless the attacks.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Snap.
16
Yeah.
or 16,
No, wait. You don't tell me the
20, 26
Oh, wait.
or 24. 22.
Oh no, that's only the hits, isn't it? Not
That's
the
a-
damage.
That's the hits. So I've hit every time so far.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
third hit is
Third.
critical because I've just rolled a 20.
Ooh.
And 26 or 9, 17. So I hit all 4 times. 1 crit. 54 damage, half to 27. So 4 of the heads all strike down as it climbs out of the pit, biting on you. So you're there. Swiddo, you're also in range, so I'm going to have 4 attacks on you. That's 25, nat 20, again. 21.
I will reduce the 21.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that goes down by 6.
So
Melo.
15 is a miss.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the last one misses. So I hit you twice, but
Do
one of them
you?
was a crit. So it's 14
Could have done with that when it was
with a
down.
first hit, and 21 with a second hit.
I got excited wanting to use Shatter.
35.
Oh,
damage.
God.
So I kind
You
of
could-
pipe
yeah, but you
out
could-
a really discordant off-key note.
As the head
as a
goes to strike
distraction.
down, it sort of gets distracted as it turns around to look at you and ends up missing and biting towards the floor. So the other 4 heads writhe round, sort of keeping an eye out on what the rest of you are doing, and if you move into range, you can obviously take an attack. But the main focus is on these 2 guys. Swillow, you're up.
Okay. Right. So I will. Okay. I'm gonna. Actually, I'll jump on the thing and just stab downwards. And just try and. Well, if you get what I mean, stab through the head, but not cut it off.
Well, okay, I don't understand what you mean. It is above you. It doesn't seem to be making much difference.
Yeah.
You have seen even the bludgeoning damage that he is doing when the head goes down,
Still
it still
respawns.
regenerates. So it's
Right.
not linked to cutting the head off.
Okay.
It just seems to be when you damage the creature, it uses that damage as a force of its regeneration.
Okay. Fine. Then I'll just take a stab at the body then.
Yep.
Just.
Are you still going with a stabbing motion rather
yeah.
than a normal swing?
Stabbing motion.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 15.
You have produced flame.
15 hits.
Okay. Cool.
And your second attack?
Backseat beer.
Okay. 12.
Yeah, radiant was
14.
14 misses.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
10, 15.
15 damage?
Yep. And then as a bonus. Oh no. That's it. Yeah. I can take my potion, can't I?
As a bonus action, yeah.
Yep.
So you stab forwards, you stab through the neck, and one of the heads goes down, lifeless. Top of the round, Arctus.
For now, I will just double Eldritch Bolt. So a 10, and which won't hit you with Bliss. And then 14.
14 just misses.
Boo.
So one bolt misses completely, the other bolt manages to find a gap between the writhing necks and just goes through, missing completely. Maylor.
I would like to cast Flaming Sphere,
Okay.
but it's a Dexterity save of 14.
14 on the dice.
Okay. Just.
Okay, so you produce a ball of flame, you send it over towards the creature and move it around, and it manages to avoid the flaming sphere. I take it there's nothing if you pass
The
that through,
creature
half
takes
damage.
on a failed save or half as much on successful.
Okay,
as
so
well.
it does take damage from
So
the heat
2d6.
radiating off the
Alex
sphere.
says it takes half damage.
Yeah. So 11. So half 11, which is 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you pass the flaming sphere over the head that Swiddo took down, and it erupts into ash and disappears. And the stump that was there when the head has gone is now cauterized over. So you think that nothing is going to grow back from that head. We're now down to 11 heads.
Yay!
And Agatha.
So, Agatha, what does Agatha want to do?
Does she have anything like flame strike or something?
No, she has. Branding Smite is still,
It's radiant damage.
and also I can't do it because it's blessed. People are blessed as well.
Correct.
So, I have 2 attacks.
Oh, hold on. Flaming sphere just stays there. It's a ball of flame that just stays there.
Yeah, yeah, you can move it around and it
Mm.
can go next. You
Yeah.
can try again next time.
Alex, you're too slow. Jesus Christ.
With
It's
paladin,
not Alex's fault. There's a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I've always thought of Alex as operating on a higher plane compared to everybody else. So
he does.
yeah,
He does.
he should be like ahead.
Awareness in the room.
I would
With
like
10 seconds in front of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
thing is though, if we keep chopping off these heads, they're just going to keep respawning, right?
No,
until,
we need to
until
chop.
you cauterise the
Yeah.
stump.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
So you need to keep
Burn.
flaming sphere going.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to take 2 attacks because as a paladin, I get an extra attack.
Yep.
So I will just roll. So I'll re-roll that. So that is 16 and a 17.
You hit.
Well, 17 plus 6. Okay. So that I'm hitting with my battle axe. I'll be slashing. So 1d8. So 6 and 10.
16.
Yeah, 16 points of damage on one of the heads.
Okay. You do damage to it, but not enough to take it down. Kingsman.
I will hit it with my axe first. 19
You hit.
and 6 damage.
Okay, so you chop through the neck of the one that Agatha hit last time.
Yeah.
It falls to the floor.
And again, spiritual hammer. Just
Yep.
take it again. 15.
There's your hit.
Okay, 3. 8. 8 points of damage with spiritual hammer.
Okay, so a healthy thump off the top of the head, not enough to take the head down there. Lobo.
I am just going to have to twat it again, I guess. I can't really.
Well, Alex said hit it in the butt.
Hit it in the butt.
In the butt, it doesn't have one apparently.
Oh,
It's all head.
It's all.
full head.
We've been down that road. Yeah, so I'll just. How many heads are left?
10.
More than we started.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be recklessly attacking it again. Because if I get 10 recklessly attacked heads back at me, it's like,
Yeah, that could be bad.
it could be very bad.
Yeah.
So I'll just hit it normally, if I can. Normal attack. 16.
Is hit.
For 12 damage.
Yep.
And
Second
second
attack.
one. Yes. Well, nearly anyway. It's an 18 on the dice.
Yep.
So that's a hit. It's really annoying. Oh, well, that's not bad. 17 damage.
So that's 29 in total.
Yep.
Okay. You take down the head that Dave hit with the spiritual hammer in his previous turn. Noella.
I'd like to use produce flame.
Okay. So is that a saving throw?
Uh,
That's the hit, isn't it?
it's to hit.
Yeah.
So it's 15 plus 6, that's 21.
You hit.
And 2d8 damage.
Okay.
It's 3 and 7, so that is 10.
Okay. You take down another head. 8 heads left. All the heads that were down, you pass the produce flame over them. They all disappear into ash, and just the stumps are left.
Cool.
My turn. So 4 attacks on you, Lobo.
Yep.
That's 18,
Mm-hmm.
21, 21,
Do you want to roll something a bit lower, Steve, just for a laugh? You know?
17.
No, still hit me.
It's 40 damage, half to 20.
Thank God.
It moves to
I'm not being able to take
Maylor.
another hit like that, by the way.
Is that a opportunity?
Yep.
Opportunity. Right, I'm just gonna do normal choppy action. Forget the stab.
Okay,
Where's it going?
towards Maylor. So, Maylor's this one.
Yeah,
here.
I'm here. So
24 to hit.
I'm still in the pit.
It's 24 to hit. Is a hit.
Or 26.
How far can it move?
It can move 30.
Sit down.
And anything from climbing out the pit? Probably not.
No.
12 points
10.
damage.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. How much damage?
12.
You were in the pit, so you probably get an attack as well.
Yeah. Roll your hit.
17.
Is a hit.
8, 19, 11.
Okay.
Smack him on the way up.
It is incapacitated again.
Ah.
So it manages to reach Maylor but not take any further action because it falls to the floor incapacitated.
Huzzah.
Awesome sauce.
Swidow, it's your turn.
And then as a bonus action, I'll just move up to. I won't attack, do anything. Oh no. Well, yeah. That's 35 feet down.
Okay. So your turn now?
Yep.
Arctus.
Can I look around for anything wooden that I could settle out and whack the creature with?
Yeah, there are some crates and barrels stacked up over one side, so there's some by this door over on this side.
Sure,
So
I
you
shall-
can smash one of them to pieces
I
and set
will
light
do
to it.
so. So over here?
Yep.
I will head over and smash a barrel and grab a shard of wood.
Okay.
For my turn.
Maylor.
So, are there any current heads that are off at this moment in time?
Yeah, it's got 8 heads left, so there's 4 stumps.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action to move the flaming sphere?
How far can you move the flaming sphere?
That is a good question. Up to 30 feet.
Then yes, you can.
Okay. So I would like to move it. But that will be obviously another dexterity saving throw.
Which I'll be doing with disadvantage, obviously. And failing.
Okay. So that's 2d6. 10.
Okay. Okay.
So that was my bonus action.
Yep.
I would like to cast Misty Step to travel.
Oh, that's an Alex favourite there.
To travel 30 feet behind Swidow. So I was there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about there, I think. Is there, I'm guessing Misty Step is because it's a teleportation spell, I don't get, there's no kind of opportunity attack with that.
It's down, it's incapacitated.
Oh. Okay, well then, fine, I've just moved.
Yeah. So no, there's no attack of opportunity.
Okay, cool.
You
That's
could
that.
still move as well.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I'll probably move. I can
Back to
move
30 feet.
yeah, back up where I was.
No, just walk back.
I'll move there.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn
And
as
Agatha.
Melor. Agatha
That's any goof.
is currently too far away to do anything. So I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Double move and be up against the creature.
Okay.
And that's the end of Agatha's turn.
Okay, at the end of Agatha's turn, you hear a commotion from the stands above. So if you remember, and it's not on this map, but there was a sort of a viewing area above. So there's 3 or 4 guards come running out onto the balcony with lit bottles that they throw down on the creature that bursts into flames and it immolates and is destroyed.
Oh, I shout, kill stealers!
So it doesn't.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's it. Fight over. So we'll take another quick break. We'll take another quick break. So still got the vote going. Yep, still got the vote going.
Have you seen the results actually?
No.
Do you want to have a quick look? If we have a quick look at the results while we change the music to something more mellow.
Yeah, I've been
We
watching
are
Jeff for the
currently
last
at-
half an hour.
Envelope A with 17 votes at 59%.
Okay.
And envelope B, 12 votes with 41%. So envelope A is winning so far.
So
Still time to vote.
So log in and vote for B.
I know why, because I voted for B before he said that, so.
Okay, so we're still going. We will announce at the end of the session. We're going to take a quick break now, and we'll be back in 10.
Okay.
Okay. I'll turn the volume down a bit. Thanks. So, fight over. Dead Hydra and lots of guards running around looking worried. You have faced quite a strong creature and you've defeated a strong creature. Much stronger than obviously you faced the last time you was here. So you were correct when you said earlier that you recognise this place and then the hobgoblins come out. You have been here before, which is strange. You've been here before probably about 4 or 5 days ago, before you even embarked upon the Storm's Herald, before you went through the events of the attack and the crash and the failed heist. You've effectively gone back to where you were on the first day that you arrived in Shan, when you were first approached by the agent and offered the chance to interview for a job, effectively. So, the door that you came into the arena through on that very first session on day one opens, so the other door is obviously broken, and there's still a large hole in the middle of the arena floor. In rushes Claus, who's the guild leader that you met on that first day, very bear-like form. He was a changeling, if you remember. He comes bounding in over to the Hydra, looks you up and down, scratches his head a bit, and then sort of busies himself with the guards and trying to clear away the debris that's been left on the arena floor. However, walking in after him is a familiar face, the agent. He looks a little bit dazed and confused, and again looks over particularly at Agatha and Arctus. And again, a cloud of confusion passes over his face, and he looks down at your leg and sees that you're wearing a gold boot for some reason, and mismatched chainmail armour, whereas before you were resplendent in your freshly forged plate mail that you made as part of your finishing of your schooling at the guild.
You like me boot, laddie? Give it a wiggle.
I'm awfully sorry. I'm awfully sorry. That was entirely my fault. I got distracted. I was supposed to be running the gears and I forgot to hold the clutch in. Yes. Yeah, very sorry. So, well, I guess there's no point in doing the second part of the interview. I mean, you've taken down a Hydra. That's well, much more than I expected. But
did you not see it, laddie?
No, I was outside. But of course, I can see it now. And yeah, very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Very impressive indeed. So, well. Yes, follow me, of course, follow me.
Hold on. Does he think that... I'm going to say to him, what the hell is going on?
I don't know what you mean. Please follow me.
Have you got any beer?
He walks off. He walks off out the door that he came through. You want to follow? Or?
Yeah, I'll hurry after him because I'm hoping he's going to lead me to beer.
Okay.
Arctus will grab the dwarven person who's so far the only person to have any interaction. Where the fuck are we? Like,
well, this is where we started from, laddie. We came here and we came out there.
But I saw Charm through the portal. Where the hell is this?
It's in Sean, isn't it?
Yeah,
Out of game.
we're this is Sean.
Well, I've never been here before.
I don't know if it's here or when.
Yeah, when is more of a...
When?
Let's go and see.
I think when might be more accurate. So what part of Khyber are you from?
I'm from Charm.
And when?
So, the last time you were in Shan was in 998 YK. Okay. So
998?
that to you was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Ooh.
Okay.
From what we know to be from our time, if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, explain that. What
I might have got that wrong now. Just check my calendar.
It's about, but that's about 2 or 3 years ago, laddie. I think you may have
So it
lost
was,
some
it
time.
was longer than that. You was last in Shine in 994 YK, which was 4 years ago to your time.
4 years, actually. I must have got a bomb on their head.
But when you came through the portal behind me, the room was full of fish people, like right then.
Well, we kind of.
No, like right then. Like I ran through that portal 5 seconds
Oh.
before like a whole bunch of fish people were about to like dive on top of me. And then you guys popped through.
Oh,
no,
well,
we-
immediately.
Immediately.
Yes, it's a time lapse.
We were there. We were there a good while. We gave them a good thrashing.
Right, so I'm going to say that you having this conversation whilst you're following the agent down the corridor, and he leads you through the Death's Head Guild, and you come to a familiar platform where there is a floating stagecoach, and he ushers you on board. You all get on board. So while you're having this conversation, he's then going to transport you to the next part of the setting. So you get the benefits of the short rest. So if you want to push your buttons and roll your hit points back, but continue to role play your stories out, because that's great. And I've successfully distracted you all by button
I
pushing.
mean,
now,
yeah.
haven't I?
we had kind of just finished, like Arctus, like at the hearing that there was some discrepancy, just lapses into confused silence.
I tell him the story of how we all met. We got involved with some underworld gangs. We then did a heist on a flying boat that went wrong. The flying boat then crashed. We ended up in some caves finding this crystal, which is where we then found the fishy people, went through a portal and found you.
So the bit that you skipped over there is when they got to the village was the scene that was replayed with the attack of the demons and devils. So that's
Well,
Yeah, I
jog a
was
memory.
there when the attack happened.
Oh, so then,
There was chaos.
and then did you take refuge in the cave?
Yeah, and I got lost. Like a whole bunch of us ran to the cave as like demons and devils. It was just manic. And then I was on my own. I was stumbling through the darkness. And then there was a temple. And then there were fish people. And then I dived through the portal, and then you came behind us.
Okay. And can it, where we're still moving around the corridors and things, anyone else they can hear the conversation?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you continue the conversation
Yeah.
in the carriage, so you can all take this opportunity to introduce yourselves, because you haven't actually done that in character.
That's
yet.
true.
No.
Well, I'm Kingsman laddie. And I say laddie and lassie quite a lot. It's the only thing I can say. It's the only thing I can say.
Oh, nice. Switching it up to Irish.
I switched it out there. Just for a second, like. Just a
Basically,
wee bit.
he's half Scottish, half Irish,
Ah,
with a little bit of Mancunian thrown in.
And maybe a bit of Jamaican too. Yeah.
Every now and then they got it wrong. They can't get it back.
I mean, it's a weird fantasy mix.
Says, "You're making me angry."
Yeah. Laddie. There you go, I'm back.
I'm Swidow.
And pleasure to meet you.
He's a big walking tank thing. Metal.
So Swidow is a warforged. So he's a 7 foot tall
He looks like
metal
that.
humanoid.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Lobo, and I'm a half elf. Pirate.
Orc.
Half elf. Yeah, do you know why? No, I'm a half orc, pirate, and have you got any beer?
No, sorry.
And that's me there. Completely ripped off from DC Comics. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Unless they want to be.
Or copyright infringement.
Yeah, no, all copyright. No, what is it? All rights reserved. DC Comics, Warner Brothers Studios. Yeah.
So Axel isn't here.
We can pretend to be Axel.
No, Axel isn't here.
No, it's
Axel
no,
is-
it's
Oh, he
literally,
is.
literally isn't here.
He's,
Did he disappear when we came to the arena, didn't he?
Mm.
He just didn't reappear.
Didn't
behind us.
appear with
So-
Okay, so he's still gone.
You, apart from Agatha and Maylor and Axel, were the last three to come through. Okay, and we didn't actually roleplay who was the last to come through.
So actually, you're saying Axe was the last one to come through.
Or did not.
Might not.
I'm sorry, Pete.
He isn't here now. That's about all you know. The rest of
And
you
we've just realised that, have we? As we walked out.
But hang
Yeah,
on,
where's Axel gone? Yeah.
Well, 3.5 hours in, you're only getting round to
Straight
introduce yourself to the other character. But anyway,
What about
we've had a lot of
So
combat.
since I'm playing both Agatha and Maylor, I will introduce myself as Maylor first. I am Maylor. I am a wizard, half elf of School of Abjuration, and yes, so I used to be in school, but I joined these people to see what adventures lied outside. And now I'm going to introduce myself as Agatha.
Hello, I'm Agatha. Agatha Kundarak. And I'm a paladin.
If Sarah's still watching, she's going to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she, I can tell what's coming. She's about to
Oh my
lay
god.
down some shit now.
I'm a dwarf. Yeah. Dwarf.
I'm going to
Dwarf
kill him.
paladin of Mark of Warding.
Gotta kill him.
You're
So
She's on track now. She's finally caught up. It's great. You get that 10 second delay.
House of Kundarak is one of the other 12 Dragonmarked houses,
Mhm.
and both Agatha and Kingsman are active members of that house. They carry the mark of warding, so it's all about security and locks and vaults and that sort of stuff.
And what is our relation?
You're not rival houses in any way. Your house is all about investigation and finding. Theirs is all about security and protection. So you're not.
They would seem to be
rival
opposites.
houses. They are opposites, but House Madani tends to sit away from any sort of political machinations that go on between the Dragonmarked houses. It's not actively trying to screw one over like some of the other houses do. Particularly Hughesen houses try and get sort of seek to gain advantage over some of the other humanoid houses.
So
I'm fine
I've finished.
That's me now.
Yeah.
So I'm Noella and I'm a human druid.
Whoa. The voice isn't high enough. Come on. You go. I love Josh's impersonation of women. It's just like,
Do I go lower? Or higher?
yeah, just.
Yes, Honor Blackman. Lauren, that's
Sorry to interrupt.
I'll go higher. Hello, I'm Noella. And I'm a druid and I used to live in the forest.
You're actually a bit of a rogue now as well.
I'm
aren't you?
very roguish. And yes, I made my way to Shah on some private matters and ended up with this rowdy group of people taking care of some business.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all, and thank you for your assistance thus far. I'm Arctus, a representative of House Madani. Was sent to investigate name of the crystals.
Blue Khyber.
Yeah, Blue Khyber. You found me in a spot of bother, and your assistance is gratefully received.
Are you going to share some of your history from your own personal timeline, as in you was here before the war ended?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll talk about what was going on last I was when I left.
Right, so I'll just elaborate on that a little bit then. So, you are aware that there is this gap between you, between 4 years. So, the last time Arctus was in Shan was before the war ended, so before Seer was destroyed. And he was actually in Seer when it was destroyed, so he was there for that event. One of the reasons that he was sent there, because House Milani is all about investigating magical devices and spying to a certain extent. He went to City Making to investigate the Blue Khyber crystal. The Blue Khyber is a very powerful form of the Khyber. So there have been rumours that Seer, House Kenneth in particular, have been trying to develop powerful weapons using Blue Khyber. So the town of Making, where you're at, was famous-ish at the time for the amount of Blue Khyber that was mined at that location. And that is really what that cave network was. You weren't aware of that at the time, but it was a mine that produced Blue Khyber. It was then sent to the capital, and rumour had it that the House Kenneth was turning it into weapons. He went there to investigate this. He's a bard, so he can move around, sort of less conspicuously than a guard or a soldier, a mercenary sort of thing. And he was there, just arrived, was ingratiating himself with the town when the event occurred, and that sort of bring you up to date. But putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4, you seem to have jumped around all over the place in terms of magical transportation and also in timeline. So you, from your own personal point of view, you seem to have drifted back a week to the beginning of when you first arrived in Shan and the story of your adventurers, your lives as adventurers first began. From Arctus' point of view, he's gone back. He's gone forward. He stepped through the portal between the temple and the underwater frozen cavern, and lost 4 years. So the time between the event occurring and you arriving to him has been no time at all. You're all here now, so we need to decide what happens next. You are currently in your carriage ride. It takes about an hour, so you get the benefits of a short rest. So hopefully you've now pressed your buttons and are all okay. The agent...
And once we get through the talking bit, he'll just strum away.
Oh yeah, because you get your
I get Song of Rest,
yeah.
so anyone who used hit dice gets an extra 3
Ooh.
hit points.
What back? Like?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you have to spend a hit dice to get the benefit, but you get an extra 3 hit points.
Was it a particular guitar solo or?
It's a little bit of Stairway to Heaven.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay, so after about an hour, the carriage comes into land softly. The agent disembarks from the driver's seat and opens the door, and you all step down into the familiar settings of the benefactor's house where you were previously. So where you went on from the arena, the combat trials, and you went on to the stealth trials, we seem to have skipped that. The agent, for whatever reason, has decided he's seen enough. Obviously your defeat of the Hydra was legendary enough action that he's convinced you are the right people to take on this job, and we've moved straight into now meeting the benefactor. So with time bearing in mind it's 25 past 10, we're going to finish at 10:30 today. We will leave the story there. Okay, so results of the live vote, if you will, from the strawpoll.me site, please, David.
Okay,
Bravo.
so...
Oh, hold on, I need to vote a few more
for
times.
For those, let's do it one last time. So for those who have just joined us or don't know about it or not heard about it, at the start of this session we started a vote. You can pick A or B. These are sealed envelopes. No one knows what's in them apart from the DM, and he's
But he
kind
can't
of
remember what
and it was to determine our next location at the end of this session. So, based on the results, if anyone's going to quickly vote now, I think we have a clear winner with 20 votes, 63 of the percent.
Did you refresh?
Yeah.
Again.
25 votes. 26 votes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Let's try again.
With 62%.
26 votes with 62% is still envelope A.
Okay, so envelope A, I own it. You can do it. This
Oh,
Yeah, be honest.
your foreshadowing event.
Do you want to do it in Spitter's voice or just do it normally?
No, you can do it normally.
Yeah, sure. Oh, damn it. No, why? It's what I can't read. Oh, jeez. Storm's Herald.
The
That's
name
it.
of a place.
Does that
That's
mean
it.
anything to anyone?
Yeah, it's like,
Anyone?
Anyone decided to take any notes at all over the previous 7 sessions? Because that's the one that you should all know about.
Can I do a history check?
Apparently. Yeah, what do we remember?
Hang on.
Can I do an intelligence check?
It rings a bell.
We keep going backwards in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've gone backwards in time.
And that's
I
enough.
feel like it's all that we're getting portal sickness.
I've lost all my memory of going back
Hold
in
on.
time.
Let's look at some notes.
I just had. Oh,
Of all the events that have led up to this point.
Storm's
Right, so
Herald
now
is
that you
the-
have gone back in time, perhaps you'll take some notes.
Storm's Herald is the boat.
Well done.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
So that we've gone back in time
Thanks.
before the boat was crashed, and we can jump on the boat again.
And attempt to stop it from crashing.
Yeah.
Or something.
And now we can kill all those.
Or make it crash quicker.
Do it again and go back in time again.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Just keep doing it until we get it
Fail
right.
again.
Oh my
It's
god.
like Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
I'm so good at it.
yes. So,
And it's
the
just
next...
in time because I've got new boat maps now.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
If anyone's using Dynamic Dungeons, or if Dynamic Dungeons wants to get in touch, yes, please do.
Okay, so the next foreshadowing sequence that we will follow will be to do something with the Storm's Herald that the party will decide upon. However, we have to get through the benefactors sequence first, so we still have a little bit left to role play out before we move on to Storm's Herald, but we will be moving towards Storm Herald based on this week's vote. So hopefully that was a bit of fun interaction with the game. We've got to move in one direction rather than another, which is good. If you want to open the other envelope, we can do that off camera. We can do that off camera. The other one was a little bit more interesting. It took the story. Well, no, I'm going to say it's a little bit more interesting. It took the story in a different direction that probably would have confused quite a lot of you because it wouldn't have meant much to most of the party. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Right, session will close there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Cheers.
Thank you for playing. And I'm sorry I sucked so bad at the Hydra. Alex, thank you for all of the prompting. See you next session.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
Friday. Not next Friday, the next one.